Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday, and welcome to another episode of Codex Legendarium. We are glad to be back. We were gone last week, but we are back this week. Hello. Before we begin, channel announcements, Justin. I know there's at least one for 2 weeks from now, for Wednesday, right?
Anniversary stream.
Yeah.
Yep. Wednesday.
July 13th. How many years has it been?
4, I think.
Wow. All right. Anything else from anybody?
Not as of yet.
Okay. All right. But not as of yet. That sounds like there will be eventually.
Plotting and scheming.
Nice. All right. Well, so to pick up, to summarize where we left off last time, everybody is still in Titan's Grave and investigating a variety of things, mostly there to deal with one Dieter von Stark, who is Montblanc's nemesis from his slightly younger days, slash also former lover, and responsible for Monty having a backstory, more or less. And in the process of going through all of that, Monty met with his mom and got to speak with her. And through talking to her, discovered that there was a few things that were weird about circumstances surrounding the mutiny that he was involved, or that happened to him, that he tried to stop, in which Dieter framed him. Primarily, there was some extraneous political ties to everything around it, and it was very convenient for some people that Monty be disgraced, because then his mother was taken out politically, and he also found out that the words that appeared on his arm back in Sveruk, and on his scars from when he does his Crimson Rite, were familiar to his mother. She recognized them from things that his father talked about back in the day, in terms of talking about something going on under the under Dwindale, the district to the south in Titan's Grave. So after finding out some things about that, they went everyone went and explored their way into Dwindale, found their way to a specific well that has never produced water, and made their way down into it, and discovered that once you get down a certain amount, it was in fact the familiar material of a Draconic Union ruin. Tedros presented his holy symbol, and the doorway opened up. Everyone entered inside. They found a dark underground ruin secretly sitting under Titan's Grave. But as everyone made their way in, you came across some sort of creature that seemed to be made of lightning that was patrolling the halls. And when Montblanc showed it his tattoo, it became hostile and attacked. Tedros determined through the combat that it was not an elemental, fiend, fey, or undead. I think that was everything covered. And there was a hint at that when it was finally defeated. The lightning all turned off, and everyone could kind of feel as they were attacking it, there was something physical in there. And once it was defeated, the lightning turned off, and a brass structure that was suspended inside of it fell to the ground, that appeared to be shaped in the form of basically a human spine and rib cage and lower part of head. It was more or less a facsimile of part of a human skeleton that was inside of it, and appears to have some sort of brass mechanism to it that was creating this thing. So it was not 100% lightning. There was some sort of mechanical aspect to it. And with that having just fallen to the ground, and with more ruin ahead of you, that is where we pick up.
I'm wearing it like a backpack.
That's right. You picked it up and wore it like a backpack. It is. It's also, I think I mentioned, it's very light.
Mm-hmm.
It has the consistency of being made of tin cans or aluminum, almost. It feels hollow. So when you hit it and finally broke it, part of it is kind of crumpled and dented. But the only evidence you see of all of the impacts from the combat you did with it is that last one. So it seems like the lightning that was being produced around it was protecting it until that final blow came in and overwhelmed it and broke it. Oh yeah. So where you find yourselves, Monty is wearing it like a backpack. Would you like to investigate anything in this area or proceed onward into the hallway it was patrolling?
I would love to look around.
Okay. So this first room seems kind of like, now that you have a chance to look around it, and I forget, is someone producing light, by the way?
Yule has had a light on, I think.
Okay, just make it, because I think a lot of you have dark vision, so I don't remember
Yule
what.
uses the light cantrip when she can't see.
Okay, so yeah, Yule's illuminating the place. You can see this front area, now that you have a chance to look at it, kind of looks like an entryway. And I remember there were 5 pillars set up kind of like centrally around the room. And as you look at them, the pillars are still made of the same 5-colored material, but each of them seems to have each one seems to represent one color more than the others. So like one of them is primarily red, one's primarily blue, one's primarily green, one's primarily black, one's primarily white, still with those other colors threaded through, but like more representative of that specific color, representing the 5 colors between them. But other than that, this room itself is pretty empty. Again, seems kind of just like a receiving room or entry hall, almost like a mud room for this, whatever this place is.
Should we go further? I mean, we defeated the lightning man, though he's a tin man or something.
Yeah, well, I would be very happy to go further ahead, but if the rest of you are okay.
Yeah, might
Then
as
yeah.
well.
And I think I can keep that up for a while. And Tedros is pointing to the anchor, which is still glowing that same pink color.
That's right.
Oh, right, okay.
It'll be up for an hour, and I will do my best to not have to switch concentration, so you can keep that. Because I bet we're going to have to fight something else.
Hopefully they all just need to be fought with magic.
Well, here's hoping. Here's hoping we don't have to fight anything else, honestly.
Yeah. Well, Yule will just keep teetering towards the next room.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone kind of starts proceeding forward.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you make your way in, you can see that this room is basically like a long hallway extending in front of you. But as you look up, you can see that basically the room is kind of split in two, where it's like the hallway you're walking down, but then the entire right side of the hallway is like an elevated balcony looking down over this area. And kind of separating, like there's gaps, but kind of separating them is this spider webbing, very thin apparatus of almost like fixtures and wires running back and forth, set with crystals, set up overhead. But as you walk into the room, you can see that the fixtures are all heavily tarnished. The crystals are cloudy and cracked. Like whatever that apparatus originally did, it no longer seems to be capable of performing that function. Just time has gotten to it, and it no longer is capable of doing whatever it did before. So it looks like whatever that was, you don't have to worry about it, and you can just kind of proceed down that hallway. You just walk in, continue downward.
Yeah.
Great. Once you get to the other side, you can see that there's a set of steps that leads up to the balcony, or there's a doorway that just seems to proceed forward.
Should we take the door or
well, balcony doesn't lead anywhere, right? Just a balcony. Like, so from what we could look at,
you couldn't really. It was high up enough you couldn't really see what was up there. But yeah, it doesn't. There may be doorways up there like that you couldn't see, but for the most part, it looks like it was just the other half of this room.
How high up is it?
It's about 12 feet up.
All right.
I feel like I would be inclined to go up the balcony.
Yeah, I mean, we can just split up, I guess. I worry.
I wasn't saying that. This is the balcony before we leave because, well, I mean, it's here.
I'm just worried that the same thing could happen as happened in the tower. I mean, we might not have very long in here before everything starts to crumble away from us just because we told one man that he wasn't in the right year.
Perhaps, but if you look at all this stuff up here, it looks like it's already crumbled. So I don't think we're gonna have to.
So this doesn't look like it's been here for quite some time, long enough that people have left messages as long as they have about it. I don't think it's in any greater danger of crumbling away.
How high up did you say the balcony was?
12 feet.
12 feet. I'm gonna conjure my tentacle halfway up the wall.
Okay.
And then
there's stairs. There's stairs that just lead right up there.
Oh,
too.
never mind.
Yeah. So once you get to the other end of the hallway, there's just a set of steps that lead up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we explore the balcony.
Okay. So you just head up and look around.
Tentatively.
All right. So you can head up the steps. They kind of just like take a quick landing, 90-degree turn up. And it looks like it's only accessible from this far end, and it looks down over that whole hallway you walked in through. And you can see that there's a series of similar to back in the Elemental Magnifier, that like big brass control panel, the one that Tedros, the one that you originally put your holy symbol on, and it activated that elevator down into the laboratory. Much less grandiose than that, just like smaller ones set up that appear to be connected to whatever that apparatus was that was above you. And the ground is covered in like rotted scraps of wood and cloth, and like you can see like sitting and poking out of the piles like rusted, like basically screws, nails, bolts. Tedros, you would guess that this is basically the rotted remnants of what used to be furniture up here.
He will convey that to the party.
Okay. You can also see that there are runes in Draconic on the control panels, and also kind of that you can see like through the tarnishing, because there is a lot of it. You can also see it from up here now, looking down from above. You can also see it etched into the spiderwebbing fixture that goes above.
All right. Can he read what it says in Draconic?
You can't, so you want to lean down and look closer to it? Okay, so when you lean down and look closer, you can recognize that it is you can recognize that basically it's not anything like, it's not like an inscription. It's presumably some kind of etching that is involved in some kind of spellcraft, some kind of like magic enchantment. Something magical was going on here. If you'd like to give me an Arcana check, if anyone would like to give me an Arcana check, you can try and discern what the function of this was.
Sure. He will relay information to people as best he can, so that other people can also take part if they want to. And Arcana, I like that. That's the right way to start this off.
I have -1 in Arcana, so it's just not gonna.
Yeah, fair.
That is a dirty 20.
Nice. Okay. Anybody else? Is anybody else rolling, or just Tedros?
I rolled, but I got a 12.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled, but I got a 10.
Okay. I should also, I forgot to mention, but it doesn't matter this time. But for anything like this, especially because the inscriptions are in Draconic, it would be disadvantage if you don't speak Draconic as well.
Oh yes.
We're doing great.
Right. Then that definitely. Yeah.
Oh, and that's a 5.
Oh, okay, cool. So Tedros, the reason you bring the party archaeologist places. Tedros, when you look down at all of this and kind of like read through what inscriptions you can find and look up at the control panels, you can see that this is less about. It seems basically that all of these crystals and everything are set up. The reason that it is so decayed and tarnished is because everything here was incredibly delicate. and you can kind of discern from the form of the actual mechanisms here, as well as through reading through the Draconic and interpreting the Arcana here, that this whole apparatus down this hallway is involved in some kind of close-range divination magic that would have been directed towards anyone moving down this hallway and would have provided the information to people at these control panels up here. So you don't see any signs of like gateways or anything, or doors or anything that stops people from going through. It just seems like anyone that walked through this hallway back when this well was functional would have been subject to some kind of divination scrutiny on their way in.
And does it seem like it was like? Does it seem like it was intended that the people passing through would be separated from the people who were checking the things, or is it like as in like, is it like security system, or is it sort of like a lab where you're like doing like an EKG or something?
It does kind of have like a security kind of sense to it, because like there is like the elevated section, like there is some sense of separation. You can only get to it from the end of the hallway, so you have to be like let to the far end of the hallway before you can get up onto this balcony. But at the same time, you don't necessarily see any evidence of like, again, any means of like blocking people. So it seems like if it was security, it's the kind of thing like it's more like a routine thing. Basically, Tedros could determine a modern day equivalent would be just like a metal detector kind of thing. Like it's the kind of thing you walk through it like sets off something, and then it's the kind of thing where like though there was that guardian that you encountered at the doorway that would have been present in this area as well, so there was some kind of security involved. But it wasn't like, it's not like a trying to get into a fortress. It's like trying to enter an airport.
Got it. Okay. He will relay this information.
Okay.
And say, yeah, this looks I wonder if maybe I guess it's the kind of thing that you could use to tell if somebody had, I don't know, been cursed or something, or maybe if you just wanted to see whether or not like an effect was lasting or something.
Interesting.
Yeah, what exactly this is meant to detect, it's too degraded for you to be able to determine, but you can just tell that it was some kind of divination magic, which would have been able to pick up on potentially all kinds of things, just including the stuff that you listed.
Well, unless you're looking for some rusty nuts and bolts, I don't think we're going to find a ton up here. Might give it a quick once over, but we can probably head downstairs.
All right.
Okay.
Tedros will give it a quick once over. He'll just like kind of like check and see if there's anything, like kind of like poking at piles of like rust and dust and stuff to see if there's anything salvageable in there. But
okay. Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Okay, cool. That's 12.
Okay. Nothing too exciting. It does seem like these were, you can, if you really wanted to spend a lot of time in here, in poking around, you can find that the furniture was mostly made of, like, just looking at the scraps, the furniture was made of like wooden cloth, like recognizable materials to use, and then they did use like metal brackets more so than like nails or screws to just affix wood to wood. They would do like brackets to attach the corners, which does mean that like if you had hours to sit down here and like painstakingly catalog all of these things in the piles where they fell, you could presumably like possibly recreate the shape of like what their furniture might have looked like.
Exciting, but not within our time frame.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. And he will follow everybody else back downstairs after
Okay.
he's done poking around.
Okay. And then continue into that next room.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Moving into this next room, as you step in and shine your light around for those of you who need it, you can see that basically the room continues forward. Like you can see another doorway straight ahead of you, but then the room kind of opens up to your left, kind of like this was a. There's like kind of like it's like a room attached to a hallway. Like it seems like it's built in a way that facilitates a lot of through traffic, but then has this like off area to the left. In that area off to the left, what you can see is several rows of workbenches, tables, similar to things you saw in the lab in the elemental magnifier ruin, the one in downstairs. Except these ones have it's the similar thing where it's like the same material, just kind of like an extension. It just connects straight down to the floor. But you can see that attached onto each of these tables, basically, you can see brass fixtures that were have similar to the sconces that you saw in the lighthouse. Crystals are cracked and like the metal is like bent and warped and tarnished, but you're able to identify that like if you knowing what those crystals did in the lighthouse and similar fixtures, you would guess that this was like a light.
Got it.
For this table. And there's also a variety of tools scattered all over, like small hand tools scattered all over the place. And you can also see that each of the tables has what looks like brass arms attached on that look like they're meant to be operated. Like there's handles kind of at like what I would describe as the elbows, and like the ends kind of have claws. Best way I can describe it, you know those like sand toys they have at like pools or the beach where it's like a little backhoe that's like just a series of levers that you can use to dig in the sand. It's where like it's just like levers that cause it to move around. It's like that, but like two of them set up on the edge of the desk, and then variety of tools kind of just like scattered throughout the dust in varying degrees of just decay.
Yeah. Tedros is muttering something about it being fascinating and taking tons of notes. He's kind of going like from table to table. He's like, okay, well, this one is not in great shape. Does this one look a little bit better? Like, it's just easier for me to kind of capture what it looks like. He is probably not paying attention to anyone or anything for a couple minutes because he's just in it.
Okay.
Yule's just wandering around touching things.
Okay. Yeah, nothing seems to respond. Like there's like a as like you poke one of the arms and it pivots a little bit or moves. But you can definitely, just all of you as you're walking around this room, get the sense of like this is kind of like a place of study. Like there's a lot of like just these separate tables for just like looking at stuff. You can also find just piles of just rotted wood over in the corner and fixtures that look like they may have been you can see like handles and wheels that like look familiar to like what would be on a hand cart, like the kind of thing you would push around, like just like push stuff around on. Tedros, though, you do actually find something that would probably be of note to Tedros, which is as you're poking around the tables and kind of just like running your hands through all the dust on them and everything, because there's just kind of like piles of dust. You come across something that a archaeologist would probably find very helpful, which is it's tarnished, it's a little bent out of shape, but with some time and some effort and some work, it could be restored to being recognizable and usable. And that is what resembles a ruler.
Oh yeah, he's. Oh my god. Oh okay. This is it. This is it.
This is what? What's
This
up?
is it.
What is it?
It's like a strip of metal.
I think it might be. Okay, but it's a very specific length, right?
Mhm.
And there are like small markings on it, and like.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and one of the maps gave us a measurement that we couldn't.
Exactly. we are on our way to figuring out what their measurements were. I've been kind of spitballing it because I have I have some stuff, and I've been using my notes and things like that. But I can probably like accurately tell distances now. It's a big deal.
So where are we going to be able to go?
It's not about going places. Well, I mean, yeah, there are places we can go, but
more like finding out where things were. Like, I believe the map was like, oh, was such, I forget the measurement name, but there was such and such
exactly
away from this point and in this direction. So finding out.
Why would we want to know where things are if we're not going to go there?
Well, we can go there eventually.
Ark isn't an adventurer. No, Ark. Tedros isn't an adventurer.
Oh. Tedros adventures with us, though.
Look, the point is, this will make it a lot easier to understand a bunch of the stuff I've already been working on. I may actually want to, well, I'll worry about cleaning up. Anyway, and he kind of takes out like the tube that he has, and he very gently wraps it in some cloth and like slides it in with the papers and notes and stuff, and puts that back into the scroll case, and he's like, okay, all right. I think if we find nothing else, this has been a very, very good discovery. We've done it, folks.
I like your optimism.
I will also tell you that it was you could take out something and like a measuring tool and measure against it, but the one you had it looks like probably slightly longer than a foot.
Got it. Yeah, he's good. He's excited. And he's are there any other exits or like entryways into this room besides the one we came through?
There's the one you came through, and then there's one directly across from it. Like, again, it's just like it was set up for through traffic to just continue moving forward. This was sort of like you could stop off to the left, or you could just like walk straight through it.
Got it. Okay. How much time have we spent so far
with investigating the that upper floor and like looking at things closely? I'd say you've been down here for maybe like 20 minutes, half an hour.
Okay. Keeping an eye on that spell then.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it feels almost greedy to see to ask for more, but if there's more, I'll take it.
Well, we were down here to look for Monty's patron.
And answers to what happened to my father. But I'll be right back.
Thought that Monty's patron might have been his father? Am I just getting confused?
I mean, I think that was a theory that was being thrown around. Very strange.
Oh yeah, because he called his lizard dad.
Yeah. He's an interesting guy, as well. I've come to realize he's an interesting guy. But let's see if we can find something interesting for our interesting fellow here. And Tedros is going to very gladly head through.
Further in?
Okay, further in. All right. The hallway kind of continues forward and then hooks a right. And then you come into a room that seems kind of it's a pretty small room, and it does have two other exits other than the one you're coming in through. One that kind of like doubles back the way you came, and then one that's on the rightmost wall. Otherwise, this room is pretty much like you can just see again, just like rotting remnants of furniture. You get the sense this was kind of just like a sitting room kind of thing, like that exists at like just this corner fork to kind of just like be a junction room. So your options are the room to your left or the room to your right. You can also just kind of like look down the hallways and see. You can like, if you just like look down the room, like through the doors, you can just kind of see what's in each of those hallways. from a distance if you want to just like peek in either direction.
Sure, yeah. Tedros will peek to the left first.
Okay.
You'll will peek to the right.
Okay, so looking to the left, you can see at the end of the hallway, just kind of like looking through, you can see with what little light you have illuminating and with any dark vision everyone has, you can see what it opens up into another room, and you can see from a distance, it's hard to see exactly, but you can see like the light reflecting off of what looks like glass in that room to the left, either like mirrors, windows, something, and it does seem intact. And looking to the right, you see more of those brass and crystal fixtures, not fissures, all over the ceiling, kind of like glittering over the ceiling of the next room. And then at the far end, you can see how it looks like a pair of just stone doors with some like brass fixtures and things around the outside.
Ooh.
You find anything good over there?
There's doors.
Doors.
Yeah,
Okay.
really nice ones.
That might be what we're looking for then.
What were you looking at?
We've got something in here. There's glass and it doesn't look broken, so
Ooh.
I would like to take a look.
Yeah, you guys first and then we come to the doors?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we'll run over to there.
Okay, so you're all gonna go down the leftmost hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so you go down that leftmost hallway, and as you enter into this room, you can see it's technically two rooms, one separated from the other by a wall, and three large circular windows. Think like the Powerpuff Girls bedroom. It's just like probably about 5 feet diameter windows that just like set evenly along the opposite wall. You can see what looks like desks or like, more of those like work tables and workstations around it. And the other room is sealed off. Oops. The other room is sealed off. You can see like the windows are spaced in a way where it looks like there is a place where there should be a door. And there's like just the slightest outline of a doorway similar to when you came in through the well. And actually, when you look through the windows, you can and go up to the windows and shine the light through. You can see that the other room is actually a different color for once. It is a dull, featureless gray color, just matte, featureless gray all over. And you can see there's no other way in or out of this room. It looks like all these windows are just kind of like observing into this room. And there is just one only thing in that room is just a pedestal sitting in the middle made of that same featureless gray. And sitting on it is, it looks, it's hard to tell exactly what, but it seems like to be like a broken off shard of something hard, but it also kind of seems to have like, it seems natural. It seems like the broken off shell of a creature, almost like a piece of a snail or a crab or something like that, but it's about this big, kind of curved, and as you look at it, it almost seems to be, it almost seems to just like slightly glow at the edges as if there's like a light behind it, but like it has that quality no matter what angle you look at it from, like almost like it's highlighted.
Could be something magical.
It looks pretty magical.
Yeah. All right. Tedros will take off the amulet and hand it to Yule and say, I'm gonna go in and get it, so I want you to use that to open it. Just in case, like I don't want to get like locked in there.
Okay.
All right. And
She's just holding it out like this.
Yeah. And he'll kind of like guide her hand so that like we'll try and find roughly the spot where he thinks it ought to be. Like I know it kind of has like a semi-magnetic quality to it when it gets near the right point.
Yep. Yeah, you do that. You can just like kind of hold around the wall. It's usually about like 2/3 of the way up the door, and yeah,
Mhm.
eventually the symbol just kind of just gets sucked forward as if by magnetism, and there's just a slight click as it touches the right spot in the door, and then it just the door just hisses and slides open and leads you in and opens up the room.
All right. So aim for that spot in case the door is closed, and Tedros will very gently walk forward and get a closer look at whatever it is that's on the pedestal.
Okay. Couple of things. One, as soon as you walk into the room, you're maintaining concentration on the spell on Monty's anchor. As soon as you walk into the room, that feeling, like that feeling of connection to that spell, deadens almost to the point of being gone entirely. Like it's just almost gone. It feels like it's the equivalent of like if you've never really thought about it before, but if like your connection to a spell you're concentrating on is like a sound that you're hearing, stepping into this room was like stepping into a soundproofed room where like the sound is deadened and nearly completely blotted out. You also just generally feel like that connection to magic that you've had like for a very long time that has felt natural to you also feels like deadened and suppressed in here. But yeah, you can step up and you can see the piece of shell on the pedestal.
He takes a look at it, and he tries to observe it. He doesn't touch it, but he does try to like walk around and look at it as best he can.
Yeah. So as you step up to it and look at it, you can see again, he has that weird glow, and as you move around it, it's like it's always on. It's like the glow is always coming from the other side of it, no matter what perspective you have. It's really weird. But the stranger thing is, the more you look at it, the more detailed it seems to become. Like the more like your vision. It's kind of like, you know, when you look at something, like you look at a tree, for example, like you can kind of focus on the individual leaves, but like if you don't focus really, it's just kind of like all green. It's kind of like as you're looking at it, it looks smooth, but the more you look at it, the more your eyes have to focus on, and you can see more details, as if you're, and it's almost like your vision is zooming in on it. And the more and more, the longer you look, and the more you look, the more you can see just like bumps and ridges and grooves in its surface, and the more you look, the more you find your vision overtaken by them, and the more you find your attention sucked in, and the infinite bumps and grooves on the surface seem to take on the appearance of claws or too many legs at the corners of your vision, and just like it's like out of the corner of your eye, it's almost like you can see them moving, and your hearing begins to be filled with an ever-growing sound of clicking and clacking, like shells clacking together. And the sound sounds like a bone being hollowed out. It's like almost like a dental sound, as you're sitting there, that just like fills your vision and your hearing are both filled with this, just Tedros, until it just like you snap out of it and it's just a shell sitting there on a table.
Tedros like immediately like goes to walk out.
Okay. And while this was happening, while Tedros is staring at it, the tentacles on Montblanc's arm were like moving and writhing, and just like the slight angry glow of an eldritch blast just kind of like comes into your hand unbidden. Similar to, it's almost like a reverse of when you were hiding at your mother's house when Dieter showed up, where you like went to pull up an eldritch blast and your patron kind of like calmed you down. It's like an opposite, where it's like your hand naturally forms an eldritch blast unbidden, and like you have to calm it down.
Nah, I'll let it go.
Okay, so you just like lean in the door and just like blast it off?
Yeah, why not? It seems like my patron wants me to.
Okay.
What the hell?
No, at the shell.
No, at the shell. Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
So Tedros, you wrench your vision away, you like wrench your attention away, and you can feel like clammy, and then your attention is like you're feeling a little out of it until you're brought back to it by the sound of an eldritch blast just flying into the room, striking the shell, though you can see that as the Eldritch Blast gets into the room, as soon as it passes through that doorway, the light coming off of it deadens and it fizzles out into nothingness before it can reach the shell.
What are you doing?
My patron doesn't like that shell.
I don't like the shell either, but let's not shoot things at it.
It's
Not that it would work anyway.
Yeah.
Give me a second. And Tedros like continues to walk out of the room.
Yeah, you can get out of the room. You can get out of the room, and it's like taking a breath of fresh air. It's like almost like when you go into a cave and like the air feels like stagnant and oppressive, and like when you get your first breath of fresh air. That's what it feels like when all of a sudden your sense of magic returns back to you.
Will's still standing there, like,
I have an idea.
Does he still have concentration on the spell from
Yes.
before? Okay.
Are my tentacle tattoos still writhing?
Yeah, it seems like as long as that door is open and you're in line of sight of that thing, it's just like constant angry movement.
I got an idea.
Okay, well, I hope your idea doesn't have... Look. That room nullifies magic to a tremendous degree.
Yeah, I'm curious.
I am also curious.
I'm curious why that one thing attacked me when it saw my tattoo, and why my tattoo is getting real angry at that shell. So, I'm going to walk in.
Okay.
What does my tattoo do when I walk in?
Actually, as soon as you walk into the room, as soon as you step in, your tattoo is like the movement slows down, and like as you get further into the room, it eventually like grinds to a halt, and then just sits perfectly still like a normal tattoo.
With my monster hunting weirdness, is there anything I can do to try to figure out what the heck is going on with this thing?
With the piece of shell?
Yeah.
Looking at it, roll me a monster hunting check. Actually, yeah, roll me a check and let's see if you can determine anything.
17.
Okay. Okay. What you can figure out is that you can't figure anything out about it. It doesn't make sense, but that does tell you something. There are certain creatures, there are certain monsters that exist from beyond the world of sense making.
Oh, great. Far Realm.
Aberrations, far realm, that
it's
kind
an
of
eldritch horror.
Great.
Kinda, yeah.
Well,
yeah, you get
my patron. So the arm that has the tattoo on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look back at Tedros. If anything weird happens, I don't know, do something. I'm gonna put my hand on the shell with my tattooed arm.
Okay, so you just put your hand on it.
Yeah.
All right.
Magic's deadened in here. Let's go.
Even deadened as you put your hand on it, it's weird. It feels like the palm of your hand is being tickled by just infinitely small little like legs and feelers.
I'll turn around. Feels like my hand's being tickled by infinite ticklers.
That is disgusting. That's.
But in here, you can feel that like whatever is going on with it in this room is pretty benign, and like just touching it, you just pick it up.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it tickles. It's weird, and like if you look at it, you can, similar to Tedros, you can feel your vision just like being sucked into this infinitely detailed, almost fractal-like expanse.
I'm gonna hold it in the tattooed hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk out of the room.
Okay.
While holding an Eldritch Blast, just in case.
Okay.
When Montblanc goes to walk out of the room, Tedros stands in the doorway and says, "You're not taking that out of the room. I can't let you take that out of the room."
It reminds
Yul like jumps and almost drops the chain.
It reminds me of my patron, and I came down here for answers.
I get that, but whatever this is doing all of this
It's tickling my
in
hand.
a room. Montblanc, I don't think this is a good idea.
Then get a little bit away then.
Princess is backing up.
You
It's in the
You should listen to Tedros. I don't think this is smart.
Yeah, and I came down here for answers. Like I said, none of you had to come with me.
Well,
Actually, I needed to come with you because you couldn't get in here without me.
I don't think you could have done it without
Well,
us, is the thing.
Feel free to move on. I want to do this.
Will the symbol stay in the door and keep the door open if you let's go?
Once the door opened, it actually came away from the door.
Oh, it came
It's
away,
like,
so
it's
we're
like
good.
touch to open, touch to close. Yeah.
Okay, so she's just been holding it to
Yeah.
herself, terrified. She backs away then.
I need answers, and I got a weird feeling that this might give me some.
Can we at least see what else is in here before we see if this is your answer?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll catch up.
I am trying to keep you all from being cursed.
I'm already
Killed.
cursed.
Oh, what's a fourth curse?
Exactly.
I personally haven't been cursed before, and I would like to keep it that way.
Yeah, you haven't been cursed. I don't think Victoria Galina
Well,
been cursed.
I mean, to be fair, they do say I am a curse.
Fine. I'll
aberration
go put the
upon-
shell back down.
Okay.
I'll leave. I'll pull up my water skin, pour some water in my hand, and go.
Okay.
You got any idea what's up with that shell?
Oh, so you put like pool a little bit of water in your hand?
Yeah, and like,
Like,
why were you getting so
confident?
angry at that thing?
Okay. You know the scene in Jurassic Park, the water scene in Jurassic
yeah.
Park.
The puddles.
Impact tremors.
Yeah. You get the impact tremors just in your hand, but in a direction, like almost as if like waves in the ocean forming in your hand, but going back in the direction of the other room at the fork.
Patron's telling us to go back that way.
Great. So we can leave the potentially evil artifact in the room. Is that okay? Can we do that?
Yeah.
Thank you. You have no idea how much this means to me.
Probably just a flail snail.
What's a flail snail?
I don't know.
Joel's just gonna go like this and give the symbol back to Tedros.
Yeah.
My hand
Tedros will,
just like rots off from touching it.
You're fine.
Tedros will tap the door to close it.
Right.
And yeah. If we can figure out what it is and we know it's not bad, or when we've got more people to help when the twins are back, we can come back and take a look at it.
It tickled me.
That's
It kind of felt like
Monty.
it kind of here. Show me your palm, Tedros. I'll show you what it felt like.
Yeah.
I kind of like mimic what it felt like on Tedros's palm.
Listen, if you want someone to tickle you, I'm sure we could find someone, but not that thing, okay?
Yeah. Come on, let's go. Are there any other places to look? Any other glass or anything in this room, or is it just like that one?
Just into that one
Okay.
observation room.
Is the puddle still like giving me directions?
Kinda, yeah. Like as long as you hold it in your hand.
Yeah,
I
I'll show
suppose, yeah.
Tedros like, look at this. Like, look at this shit.
You get that that's weird, right? Like
Yeah.
we're all weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's weird for us. You know that, right?
All right.
Okay, great, cool. Lead the way.
All right. And I'll follow my tracker from Alien.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So it leads you back into the room where the fork was, and then also starts pointing you in the direction of the hallway that Yule was looking down. The one where you can see there's another doorway. You can see the apparatus up on the ceiling, and then a pair of stone doors with like brass fixtures around the outside.
Yule kind of runs ahead and just puts her hands on the doors.
Disintegrated. Oh no.
So Yule runs ahead and puts her hands on the doors.
Dusted. Just
The doors move back and aside, and you can see a pair of metal whirring automatons, just metal people with circular heads and a big glowing yellow, reddish yellow spot in the middle, where the door was like a big stone shield attached to their arms. And there's two of them, one right next to each other.
See you later.
Both right in front of you.
So she backs away.
Well, she rolls initiative is what she's gonna do.
Okay, all right.
Boy.
Are we all rolling initiative? Or just
If you want to, I mean, you can leave Yule to deal with them yourself, or
see you later. No,
Ooh.
I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a
Natural one. Natural one.
No.
So that's a
I got a
I'm
natural.
afraid to let this D20 drop right now.
Wait.
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
Wolfpack.
Damn it! It's not for initiative.
amazing.
I got a nat 1 for a 3.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Well, at least it's still a whole number.
Well, to be fair, we weren't expecting that to happen.
It's true.
Hey, wait, hold on.
Yep.
I got a 15.
Okay. What did Princess get again?
That would be 4.
4. Okay. All right. And Tedros?
21.
Whew. All right. Tedros is ready.
Save the day, Tedros.
Because he is very much he's super paranoid now because of evil artifact. I'm assuming it's an evil artifact. I don't.
Yeah, but I want it so bad.
I know, and I might not be
Justin
able to stop you from getting it.
So bad.
I might not be able to stop you from getting it, but
Don't play with it.
I know. I just don't want to die in my sleep.
I'm
All
a
right, cool.
professional red button pusher, so I'm with you.
Yeah, it's
Right.
great. It's fun.
All right. That'll actually bring us to Tedros first. So Tedros, you've been in enough ruins to know that running up and just smacking doors is probably a bad idea. So you were on your toes enough.
Yeah.
So when they emerged, you were ready. So you're up first. What are you doing?
Did I prepare that? No, I didn't. Cool. Tedros is going to curse the star under which he was born. And then he is going to
You can drop
cast.
You can drop concentration because I have a way to make my weapon attacks magical. So
Got it. Okay. Yeah, he will put himself so that he is within 30 feet of everybody, and cast Bless.
yay!
Woo.
You can easily do that.
I cast Power Word Kill on.
What does Bless do again?
Plus 1d4 to your attacks and saves.
Okay. Awesome.
Make you better at the cool stuff you already do.
Like play with weird tickling shells.
right. Anything else, Tedros?
Oh,
He will also. I don't want to do that, but I will. He will also get. He'll try and put himself between Yule and the presumably constructs.
You're not going to be. The room is actually 40 feet long,
Okay.
so you're not going to be able
Wow.
to get to Yule this turn.
Yeah. Then he will move the rest of the 30 then once
Okay,
he
so yeah, you're
drops
almost
Bless.
there. You're right behind Yule.
Okay.
All right. That'll bring us to the 2 constructs.
So you'll can't back away, but as a distance, but she can take her hands off the structure.
Yes, yeah.
once
You
she sees
you
they
took your
move,
hand.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you took your hands off of them, but they were right in front of you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, both of them. You can see. Yeah, they basically those doors are basically like shields on their arms.
Mhm.
And the brass fixtures form a top part of the shield. And both of them simultaneously rear back. Are just gonna punch forward, slam forward with the shield at Yule.
these things are fun.
What do I do?
I'm gonna roll 2 attack rolls against you and see how it goes. So let's see. First one is a 15 to hit.
And that's against my AC, right?
Yep.
So no.
Okay, so the first one you managed to duck underneath. Second one is a 25 to hit.
Oh, that just does
that
it.
gets me.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, so it's You manage to like duck under one, and the other one just comes slamming in from the side. And that is going to be 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
And you are also knocked prone.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, it just
Oh, yeah, because they got like the big,
Well,
Yeah.
damn it. I should have. Okay. Yeah. All right.
so
never
you
mind.
are just boom, laid out on your back, just getting hit by this giant slab of stone after dodging the first one. But that's all they've got, and that'll make it Yule's turn.
Okay. Well, she gets up.
Okay, so that takes up half your movement.
And she moves backwards.
Okay, so if you move away from, since you're in melee with them, if you move away, they will get both get another attack against you for
Okay.
attacks of opportunity.
Okay, I didn't know that.
You can take the disengage action, which allows you to move away safely, but that takes up your action.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Just
So
cast Meteor Swarm.
I guess in that
The
case,
city above you just gets rocked.
She's just gonna. Oh, can I? Yeah, okay. I'm going to disengage as a bonus action and spend a key
Oh, that's
point.
right. That's right. You're a monk. Yes, you can do that. Okay.
Monks.
So you can just like you just like hop up and then twirl and pirouette away and then back up.
Yep.
Because what's your movement speed?
My walking speed is 35 feet.
35. Okay, so half movement to get up is. All right, we're not going to deal in incremental, so you can move like 50. You can move like 15 feet away.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then
Okay.
I'm going to do a radiant sunbolt.
Okay, go ahead. I think you get 2 because you're level 5.
Ooh, nat 20.
Ooh, nice. All right, left or
I
right?
guess that's a nat 20 for a 25.
Nice. All right. Was that left or right?
I'll do the one that hit me.
Okay, so that'd be the right. All right. So go ahead and roll damage for that. Crit damage. So it's D6. You can either roll it twice or roll it once and double it.
Shoot, my d6 for this set is missing. I'll use the other set. Sorry, d6 is.
Yep.
This one. Okay. Ah, damn it! Just a fucking 1.
Oh,
What do I add to that?
dexterity modifier.
Dex. That's a 3.
So
3 total.
because your dex mod's 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's 4 because since it's a crit, the 1 gets doubled.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you roll on the dice gets doubled because it's a crit. So
Oh,
you're taking
okay.
you were taken off guard a little bit. Understandable.
Okay.
All right, so
Gotcha.
you just like hop up, twirl away 15 feet, fire off a sunbolt, smack this thing right in the face, and like it rears back and just.
And I get 1 more radiant sunbolt.
Yeah,
right?
you get another one.
Oh, that one was just a 15.
15 to hit, does not hit.
Okay.
It just brings its shield up and it just deflects off the stone of the shield. Leaves a little
Gotcha.
scores it a little bit, but not enough to deal damage. All right,
Okay.
and that'll be Yule's turn. That'll bring us Princess.
Yes, me. Sorry, my dice fell. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, so I'm not next to Yule. So how far is Yule away from me? Like the contracts?
She is now 25 feet away from you because she backed up.
Okay, how far are the contracts?
40 feet.
40 feet. Okay. Love that. Yeah, what is my walking speed? Okay. I don't feel like I have much that I can do for this distance. I'm gonna take my full movement
Okay.
to get up there. I mean, I'm
Okay.
5 feet away, not exactly
Okay.
40 feet. What's my range? Oh, 5 feet range. Yeah, I'm gonna attack with field cutter.
Hey, does that get you? Yeah, does that get you right?
Yeah,
What's your movement speed?
35 feet.
Oh, okay, so
5 feet range.
you're technically 10 feet away. It's
like-
weird. Five
Okay.
foot reach. 5 foot reach basically just means you can attack something right next to you.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
It-
Okay.
yeah.
can I hold my action if it comes closer to me?
Yes, you can. Yeah, you can take the ready
Okay.
actions. And
Yeah.
the only thing is with the ready action, if you're ready to attack, you can only make one attack, but you only have one attack, so that doesn't.
Yeah.
That's not
So
an issue.
yeah, it's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna be waiting with field cutter if it comes in my space.
Okay.
Yeah. Bonus action rage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're raging. All right.
Yeah.
And that'll bring us to then Montblanc.
I'm gonna rip all the skin off my body
Yeah.
All right.
in a bloody mess, and that's my werewolf transformation.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
The Van Helsing
Yeah, you gotta have fun
transformation. Love that move. All right, so Monty goes full wolf's out.
with that. Yep, wolf's out because I got to.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now I'm resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Nice.
And yeah, wolf out. I only got 30 feet of movement, so I'm gonna run up 30 feet
Okay.
and throw 2 Eldritch Blasts at the one that's been damaged.
Okay, go ahead.
Huzzah! First one's a natural 20.
Nice. Two
All
crits
right.
to start things off.
So for the crit, that is. Oh, I can't see. 4 plus 6. 10 force damage.
Okay, and then was that with the crit damage?
Yeah, I rolled 2d10 for that.
You mean 3d10 half orc?
No, it's only for.
Oh, it's only for melee.
Yeah, weapons.
Ah, okay. Never mind that. Okay, so 10 damage. All right.
Yeah. Oh man, wish that was.
Oh.
Anyways, and then the second Eldritch Blast
All right.
is a natural 1.
Oh, balances out. Yeah, that one just goes flying right past it.
All right,
Okay.
that's all.
All right. Then that'll bring us to Tedros. So it's like Tedros and Monty are right next to each other. Princess's one is like right in front of the two of you, and then Yule's like right behind you. And then the 2 automatons are ahead of you.
All right.
There is a
Tedros-
hallway behind them, by the way.
Tedros will stay put.
Okay.
He will take the dodge action with his action,
Okay.
and with his bonus action, he will kind of pull off this like sort of like sickle of energy, and then like flicks it downward and flips it up, and it expands and gets bigger and turns into this crescent moon sickle as he casts spiritual weapon.
Ooh, nice.
And he will take a swing at the one on the left.
Right has
One on
already
the
been
right.
damaged.
Right.
Yeah.
He will take a swing at the one on the left just to try and get that
Okay.
damage.
Go ahead.
That might actually be a number. Spell attack is +6. 18.
18. Okay. So that's about to hit, and then the one on the right leans over and juts its shield arm out and blocks for it, and intercepts the attack,
Cool.
bumping
Cool.
its AC up to being able to have that miss.
Cool.
That does take its reaction, though.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's it. He will stay put.
Okay.
I'll try and make it so that he is. He won't move further forward than where Montblanc is, but he will kind of try and present himself as like the target.
Okay. So, well, they've got 2 other targets, and Montblanc's on one side, and Princess is closer. So, Princess, so one's going to move up to you, the left one's going to move up to you, and the right one's going to move past you to Montblanc, so you can choose which one of those you take your ready to attack against.
Once moved towards Montblanc.
Yeah.
That one, Princess will.
Okay.
So that is. Yeah, that is. Why am I doing the math? That's over 20. So that's it's 25 to hit.
That absolutely hits, yes.
Yeah.
And it cannot, and the one on the left cannot intercept that.
Okay.
So,
that is 9 points of damage.
Nice. Okay. So as it passes by you, you can just like swipe at it with field cutter and just like grind through some of the gears, and just sparks go flying off of it. And then one's going to move up and attack you. One's going to move up and attack Montblanc.
Bring it.
Okay.
So let's go. So against Princess, that is a nat 1.
Yeah.
So you like it's like you like spin and duck to slash at the one that goes for Montblanc, and like dodge a like big stone shield at the same time as you're slashing at the other one.
Very cool.
And then the one that gets past you towards Montblanc, Hui, that is a 12 to hit Montblanc.
Nah.
Yeah, it's like brings the shield in towards you. It like brings the shield down towards you, and you're able to just take a step back, and like it's just big stone wall in front of you before it just lifts it back up.
Cool.
And you take no damage. And then that is their turn. So that'll bring us to Yule.
All right. How close am I to them?
You are about like 15 feet from one, like basically you're behind Monty and Tedros, and then there's Princess in front. So like there's one in front of Princess that's a little further away, and then there's one that's like just on the other side of Monty and Tedros.
Okay, and how many damage does each have again?
The one on the right has taken a good amount of damage. The one on the left has taken none.
Okay, I'm gonna do a radiant sunbolt at the one on the left.
Okay.
Ooh, that was only a 15.
That
Add a
does not
D4,
hit.
you're blessed.
Oh yeah,
You're blessed.
that's right.
You're blessed.
Add D4 onto all these
Oh,
attacks.
yeah.
That's right.
I'm supposed to be yelling that at you all.
Yeah.
Not
I
yelling, whispering. So,
Did I do that the last time? I have no idea.
Probably.
I don't think so.
Probably not. I'm a fool. So adding
easy to
4.
D4.
Oh.
Roll a D4
Oh,
and then
roll
add the
a
number.
D4. Okay. 1.
Okay, so that does actually make it enough to hit.
Okay.
But
Nice.
the one on the right is
Yeah.
going to use its reaction to intercept that.
Okay.
But that does use up
Um,
its reaction. They can only do that once per turn.
Okay, and I still get another.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the one that defended the other one then.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Nice.
So for a 25 plus 4, right?
A nat 20
Yeah.
automatically hits, so
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the damage on that. Again, D6, double it, and then add your dex modifier.
You've got to be kidding me. I need to find my other.
Oh, is it another one?
Yeah, that was another one.
Oh, no.
And Lux is only if I roll for
Yeah, it's only
attacks,
on
right?
D20s, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's just a 3.
4, because remember, the one gets doubled.
Oh, 4. Okay.
Yep. It's still damage. Damage is damage. All right.
Damage
Yeah.
is damage.
So yeah, that one like reaches out to block the other one, and then it like opens itself up, and you slam it like right in the base of its robo neck.
Yul's having a rough day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything
And
else?
I've still got a couple key points, but I might need to save them.
Okay.
I have no idea what's waiting for us.
Fair enough. All right. That's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, I guess I'm gonna move back 15 feet.
Just keep backing up. All right.
Just worried.
Okay. That'll bring us to Princess.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Still hitting with field cutter. So I don't think any of my magical attacks are gonna work on this guy. Not a person. So that is what's that? That's a 17 to hit.
Which one are you attacking? The one on the left? or
The
on
one
right?
that's right in front. The one that was trying to attack me before. Unless it
Okay,
was-
so the one that's directly in front of you. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so then the one on the right that hasn't used its
lovely.
reaction yet is gonna block for that one. They can each block for each other once.
Wait. Okay. I'm not gonna change my answer, but yeah. Okay.
Fair enough,
I thought
okay.
that one was.
But yes,
Okay.
for the
whatever.
future, if one
Okay.
of them uses its reaction to block, that means that if the
Okay.
other one can't be protected.
Okay.
But yes, so it just brings up the shield. You take like a good gouge out of the stone shield, but it doesn't do any tangible damage to it. All right. Anything with a bonus action?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Staying right
That'll bring us to Monty's turn. For Monty and Tedros, both of their reactions now have been used up, so they cannot block.
Okay. So for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I can afford to do that. I think. I'm not that hurt. Yeah, bonus action, I'm going to take my claws and rake them across my chest.
Okay.
And electrify my claws with lightning.
Nice.
So it's a d4 of damage I take. Only 1 damage.
Nice,
and then I'm going
nice.
to go for my hybrid form predatory strike and just leap at this one that attacked me and go for a claw attack.
Nice, all right, go ahead.
I don't suppose a 16 hits.
It does, actually.
Oh.
And the other one cannot, the other one can't block because it already used its reaction, so that one does hit.
Alright, so 5 plus 6, 11 slashing damage.
Nice.
And it's magic. Oh, and plus my lightning, because now it's magical.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's, I think my Crimson Racer is still a d4.
Yeah.
Do those ever go up?
I think so.
Who knows? Actually, I gotta look, because I gotta see what's going on here. Where are those at? Here we go. Crimson Right.
They go up at 5th level for, like, 5th level of Blood Hunter.
Right, so there's still a d4. All right.
Yeah, that's your Hemocraft die on your table.
For an additional 1 lightning damage.
Damage is damage, all right. So Monty just leaps up and just carves through it with lightning claws.
Next turn I can do 2 of those. So
that's right, because it's a bonus action to your second attack.
Yep.
Okay. All right, that was Monty's turn. That'll bring us to Tedros.
Okay. Are they both damaged?
No, the one on the left still has not been damaged.
Okay. Cool. Tedros will, since they just walked past him like assholes.
Well, they actually didn't walk past you. It's like you're kind of like the one in like Princess is between you and the one in front of you, and then Montblanc's on your right. So it's kind of like they hit them first, basically.
All right. Fine. You don't want to pay attention to me? I'll make you pay attention to me. And Tedros will reach out with his hand and make the like talon motion and fire off a chill touch at the one on the right.
Okay.
Which I think is the one that's damaged.
Yeah, that's one that's taking damage.
Does a 16 hit?
Just hits. You guys keep rolling their AC.
Fantastic. And that'll be 2d8.
Oh yeah, level 5 cantrips go up.
I should have laughed. That's 5 damage.
All right, damage is damage.
And he will use his bonus action to cause the sickle to carve down a spiritual weapon.
Okay. Which one, left or right?
Both on the right.
Okay.
That's a 19 on the die, so we'll just toss in another. I think I'm supposed to add my wisdom. Let me double check that.
Yeah. You add your proficiency bonus plus wisdom.
Great. No, I meant to the damage.
Oh, to the damage. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So that's 10 damage, and you should probably add another. No, they could block last turn. That's why. Okay. Yes. So 10 damage from the spiritual weapon.
Okay. Yeah, that one is not looking good.
Good.
All right. Anything else?
No, he will stay put.
Okay. Then yeah. Okay. The one on the left is just gonna keep dueling Princess.
Cool.
Just trying to swing in with those shields again. See if it'll hit this time. 19 to hit this time.
Yeah, it's
all right. So that is gonna be 10 points of bludgeoning damage. So reduced to 5 because you're raging.
okay.
So it just like hits you in the ribs, and you slide back a little bit, but you're a barbarian, so you can take it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Mhm. And then the one on the right is gonna pivot around Montblanc, not leaving your reach, but is gonna go and try and attack Tedros now, since he wants attention.
I want the smoke.
For
Isn't
a 23 to hit.
Okay, it's a little bit smokier than I was expecting, but go ahead.
All right. That is going to be 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
It's just nary but a scratch.
All right, but roll that concentration check. Oh, wait, no, spiritual weapon's not concentration.
No,
That's right.
Blesses, though.
Well, bless is, yes, that's right. Roll concentration on bless.
Warcaster.
Ooh, nice.
I have a 16 on one of the dice, so I'm good.
Okay, yeah, you're good. All right. That'll make it then Yule's turn. You are muted.
Okay, cool. I didn't sneeze directly into the microphone then. I'm gonna do Sunbolt again.
Okay. The one that's taken damage or the one that hasn't?
Sorry. The one is. Did either of them use up their reaction?
Nice. So you go right after them, so they get the reaction back right before your turn.
Okay, I'll go for the one that has taken no damage.
Okay. The one dueling princess.
Yes, and that is a 21.
Absolutely. Oh wait. Yeah,
No.
that hits, and it can't. No, it can't.
Well, and that
Can't
was
intercept
without
that.
blessed. I didn't add blessed.
There you go. Then yeah, you're good.
All right, and please. Ah, yes, I got a 5 on that one, so that's +2, so 7.
All right. More damage than more damage on that regular one than you've got on the crits.
Yay.
Awesome.
All right. So princess, you're fighting this one, and then just a sunbolt comes flying over your shoulder and just slams into its chest and like warps one of the metal pieces on it.
All right, and then I can do another.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that is a 24
Absolutely, that hits.
without blessed. And yet a 1 again. This dice.
Okay.
This die is going in jail.
So that's 3.
Yes.
Okay. 10 damage total. All right.
And I'm still pretty far away from them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm good.
Princess. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, Tedros taunting the other one over to him has actually separated the two of them. They are not next to each other anymore, which means they cannot intercept for each other anymore as long as they're not next to each other.
Beautiful.
So yeah, it's like Tedros and Princess are basically back to back with one on either side of them, and then Monty like off to the side next to the one by Tedros.
Love this. Great.
I'm picturing
And
Monty
it is-
just like on his chest digging into it.
All right, that'll make it Princess's turn.
Yeah. What's that? Okay, that's it's a 21 to hit.
That does hit.
Yeah. And where's this die? That is 6 damage.
Okay. You had your rage bonus to that, right?
Oh, I did not. I'm so out of it. Okay, one
You're good.
moment.
Why I check.
Oh my goodness. What am I looking? +2. Okay, so that is 8.
Okay. 8 points of damage.
8 points. of damage. Yeah.
Just carve up its front.
Excellent. It's gonna give Bardic inspiration to the man at my back, Tedros, and be like, I don't even know what Princess would say. Princess just gives you Bardic inspiration.
Just reach back, pat him on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it for me.
Okay, that'll bring us to Monty's turn.
All right, let's go for more claw attacks on this thing.
All right, it's turned its back on you. It's going after Tedros.
Great, I'm climbing up its back and clawing into his back.
Nice. All right.
Another natural 20.
Ooh, God.
And because that's a melee attack, I do get to add the extra d6 to it.
Yes, you do. And your lightning is also doubled.
Oh, spicy. Alright, so it'd be 13 plus 3, 16. So 16 for the straight claw. And then plus 5 lightning.
So 21.
Yep, and also, because I have the slasher or crusher, never mind. I was thinking something else.
Oh, yeah.
One more, let's go. Bonus action 1.
Oh no. That one claw attack actually finishes it.
Okay, I climb up its back, rend the head off its body.
All right.
And
So
then,
you just like claw your way as you're climbing up. You're just like your claws are just sinking in and just ripping chunks out of it. You get up, get your fingers under its under the neck joint, and just pop, rip the head off, just toss it over your shoulder.
and then I guess bonus action, Tentacle of the Deeps attack the other one. I'll summon the tentacle and just as a bonus action, just.
Okay, so you just like ride this one down to the ground as you
Yeah.
just gesture over, and a tentacle flares up out of nowhere, flanking the princess, and smacks that other one.
Yep, I'll mark that off.
Okay.
And then Tentacle of the Deeps. Not another natural 20, even though that would be sweet.
It would.
Where is my Tentacle of the Deeps? I was looking at it just now. That is a 18 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay.
You are also #blessed, but
Oh, right. I don't need it.
it hits, yeah.
So that's 5
Nope.
cold, 5 cold damage.
Nice.
And
Okay.
speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Nice.
So just kill that one with a tentacle. This eyeball covered tentacle that just.
Wraps around it.
Yep.
All right, that'll bring us to Tedros' turn.
Yeah. Very happy with these results. Tedros will kind of pull off some energy and ring the bell again for Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Spell save DC is 14.
Wisdom save?
Wisdom. Yeah.
Okay. It has advantage on that.
I don't like that.
That is going to be a 17 total.
I don't like that.
no.
I will take it out by rolling my attack.
Okay. So
With Spiritual Weapon.
ring the bell, doesn't react. Moon scythe comes down and just carves into it from behind.
Ew. What is your inspiration? Is it a D6?
I believe so. Let me check before I lie on my name. It's a D6.
So yeah, I'm not gonna use it. It's not gonna hit. I rolled a 3.
Are you also #blessed?
I'm not blessed.
Oh, okay.
Use the first level slot.
Okay. So that one misses. All right. That'll make it. Oh, anything else?
No, I was just gonna I was going to shift so that I could be next to it directly.
Okay, so yeah, you can move up next to Princess then.
Mhm.
Okay. It is still going to go after Princess, the one that it has been 1v1ing, but its attention is waning after this turn.
Come on.
That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, it hits me.
All right. And that's going to be 9 plus 4, 13. Okay, 13 damage. You're raging though, so that's going to drop down to 6. Tanks. And then that's its turn. So it just... It's like sitting here fighting Princess, not noticing that like its friend is gone and like everyone, like Tedros is moving up to surround it. That'll bring us to Yule.
All right. We're just gonna keep lobbing sunbolts.
Okay, go ahead.
How did I get another nat 20?
What? Nice.
That hits.
All right.
Roll your dice separately,
I.
so you can't roll one again.
Oh, you're saying roll both of my attacks?
Well, so
And
you,
then-
you
No, it's roll.
so it's the crit is either roll it once and double it, or roll this d6 twice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you roll it twice. It's harder to get minimum
Yeah,
damage.
it's
It's harder to
I'll
get
do that.
maximum, but
It sucks when you roll one
Okay.
and it doubles.
mhm.
Okay, so I got a 2 this time
Okay.
and a 5 the next.
Okay, so that's 7 plus your 2 is gonna be 9 points of radiant damage there.
Dope.
So blasts into the back of its head, leaves a dent in that round head of its.
Okay, and I go for another. That was only a. Why is the math not mathing? A 9.
Yeah, being hashtag blessed is not. Did you roll blessed for that?
Oh no, I didn't do blessed for that.
It
So
won't. It won't. It
still
will,
14, right?
Okay, yeah, that's not enough to hit.
Or that's not even 14, is it? Either way, not enough.
Okay.
All right, that I end my turn.
Okay. We're putting an image in chat of what you're fighting.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'll bring us to the princess's turn.
This guy has his reaction back. Oh well, no, he doesn't have a.
Yeah, they can only defend,
He can only defend his buddy. Okay.
someone else. They can't defend themselves.
Defend me.
Wait.
Attacks you, blocks its own attack.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Doing that again. Doing the
All right.
time warp again. What's that?
Nice.
I don't think that hits. That is a. Wait, how much is blessed? Is blessed for
D4.
attack?
D4.
4. Not my thing falling off. Wait, hold up. That is okay. That's 10. That's a 17 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. And that is that's 7 damage.
Nice. Okay. There we go. Another carve right through it. That'll bring us to Monty's turn.
Doesn't Princess get a second attack?
Do I?
No.
Okay.
No, because you're multi-classed.
Oh right. Right.
Yeah.
Can she make the offhand because it's a double weapon?
Oh, that's right. Yes. No. Yeah, that's right. It's a double weapon,
I'm
so you
so
can,
out
you
of
can
it.
attack
Not
with the bonus
y'all
action.
knowing
That's
my
right.
character shit.
I forgot. I
It's been a while.
forgot.
It's been a while.
I'm like, hold
I-
on.
I
I
forgot.
do have a bonus action.
I forgot that we're both multi-classing.
Yeah, feels good.
Yes. You're both multi-classing, but no,
Okay.
you're right. Yeah, you're using a double weapon,
I
which means
remember
you can.
when I had like the 2 weapons.
Yes.
Like, oh yeah, I have the second attack, but now I forget the.
Yeah,
first
but
one
it's
has
two-sided. Yeah, so you can attack
yeah.
at the other end.
Damn.
So yeah,
okay.
go ahead and roll that. Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. All right. My brain just completely farted. Okay.
It's all good.
Okay. I'm still rolling to hit for the bonus action. Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you for adding that arc because I recognize that
And
I was just
I-
adding
Okay.
4.
That's a 24 to hit. I think.
Absolutely, that'll hit.
Does this get the modifier or no? Because I know some bonus action attacks don't
No.
get the modifier.
Because it still counts as 2-weapon fighting. So since you don't have the fighting style, it's just the die rolled plus your rage. You still get the rage bonus though.
It's 4 plus 3. That's 9 damage.
So it was 4 and 3.
Wait, no. Wait, what am I doing? Do I add my rage bonus?
Just
You add your rage
just-
bonus.
just
You don't
the
add
bonus.
your ability score modifier though.
Okay.
Because it's the offhand attack.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. What am I calculating for damage?
So it's the damage die, which I think for you is a d6 for this one, right?
Yes. Okay.
Yes. And then you just, since it's an offhand attack, you just add your rage bonus, so +2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. So that is that is let's say 4 plus 3. So that's wait, no, I'm not adding that. Sorry. Wait, am I? Sorry. I'm so out of it. That's 6 damage.
Okay. All right. All good. All good.
All right. Okay.
Now that'll bring us to Monty's turn, I
Okay.
believe.
I'm gonna leap through the air at the other one,
All right.
Amazing. Okay.
and 2 claw attacks. Just
Nice.
almost another natural 20. But that's
What is it?
15 plus 8.
23 will hit.
Okay, so math. That's 12 slashing damage flat on the dice
Ooh,
because it's 6 plus
nice.
6. 2 lightning.
So 14 then?
Yeah.
All right, looking horrible.
And let's go for another claw attack.
Go ahead.
Action. 24 to hit.
Absolutely will hit.
For 11 slashing and 4 lightning for 15 total.
And how would Monty like to finish off this one?
Same as his best friend.
Just
pull the head
claws his way up to the top and just rips the head off. Just gears and mechanisms and metal just get ripped up from the inside of it, and it just falls to the ground, deactivated.
I'll stay as a wolf just to be safe.
Okay. And yeah, there is a hallway ahead of you that you can move forward in.
Great. Well,
Oh man, that was cool.
we didn't have a choice.
Sorry about that.
What? No, it's fine. One of us would have checked the doors and found out that the doors are less doory than we thought they should be.
Just got so
that's fine.
excited that we were going down the hallway I found.
For curiosity's sake, because of the way I transform, what happens to my skin that I threw away? Because once I like drop transformation, my skin's back on me.
Yeah.
Does it just like stay?
Was I just like it?
Why are you making our poor DM narrate this?
Because it's
No,
fun.
I'm gonna say that it just kind of like withers and shrivels away to nothingness.
Oh,
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
can't keep it.
You know, you're gonna thank me for that when you like are trying to be subtle someday in this
right.
campaign and like need to transform and like don't need to worry about picking up every scrap of skin you leave behind.
Yeah, I suppose. But then I can't make a friend.
All right.
No.
All right.
Yeah, that's
on that note.
everyone's happy.
On that note.
All right.
This is
Tedros
Monty,
wants to-
Monty too.
Should we
Montblanc
go
needs some
forward?
characters.
He does.
Yeah. And Tedros wants to take a quick look around the space that we were in
Okay.
before we
Mhm.
got jumped.
Okay. Yeah,
Just
you
give
can
the
see.
room once over.
Yeah, so you can see that this room, it seems to be another like almost like security checkpoint, kind of like that first one you were in, because it has that the whole ceiling is covered in that like spiderwebbing, divination apparatus. Though this one seems to be a little bit more intensive. You don't know where this one gives the information to, or if it actually just sends the information directly to the two door guardians.
Hmm.
So this one doesn't have like the control panels the other one had, but it does have that like divination apparatus up above you. But similar to the other one, this one is deactivated.
Before the tentacle disappears, I have it tap Tedros on the shoulder.
What? You're having too much fun with this right now.
Yep.
Oh.
Yule's just sort of moving slowly forward and looking around.
Cautiously moving.
I smell the air.
It smells
Like air.
stale and musty.
Okay.
Like air that has not moved in a long time.
Tedros will match Yule.
Okay.
He'll go alongside her
Oh yeah.
as we go into the new space.
I'll pour water back in my hand. And see
Okay.
if it'll do the same thing as before.
Yeah, it's forward through that doorway.
Cool. Through the door,
All
I
right.
guess.
Mm-hmm.
We move forward.
Still a
Yep,
wolf,
yep.
just because I get my resistances that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my armor class.
So you
boost.
move forward. This one has a long, narrow hallway that eventually leads into what kind of just looks like a. This one kind of just looks like a sitting room and lounge. Some features of the room are actually like extensions of the floor and the material around, so they are like still around. You can definitely see more of that like remnants of ruined furniture and like potentially tables. It's hard to tell what the interior decorating actually looked like back whenever this place was active, but you can see some for example, like there are like benches that like are extensions coming out of the floor, like alcoves set into the walls. There's these little like raised, like rectangular areas that like have a little raised lip and then actually have dirt inside of them. But there's nothing in them. They may have been planters once upon a time, but absent any sort of caretaker, the plants all died. And then there's probably like mushrooms and like little fungus growing in there now. And then there's a big circular, inset in the ground where you can see like a couple of ends of pipes sticking up that looks like you'd be able to identify as like it was a fountain at one point. And from here, so from here you have two options. There's one doorway that was straight ahead. There's another one that is to your right. Monty still has the water out. Okay, the water points towards the door to your right. You can see that it's not even a doorway. It's just like a big opening into a long room. At the end of that long room, you can see a massive set of thick double doors made of these ones not stone. These ones made of the strange draconic union material. But you can see very like a smaller version of the doors in the witch's fortress. You can see some sort of creature curled up and set into the door.
Lovely.
Well,
I'm not gonna touch those.
My puddle's pointing that way.
And then there's another, and then there's another door that the puddle is not pointing towards.
Well,
is it like the other one where we're gonna have to grab something to put in there, and so it doesn't?
Maybe.
I thought it said it looked like there's something already in the door.
Just gonna let you guys go first.
That was the case in the Witch's Fortress too. There was the big mechanical behir set into the door.
I'm just gonna go see what's in this door then, like what the creature is, not touch anything.
Yeah.
So you're gonna okay. So in that room with the big door.
Yeah, follow my puddle.
Okay. This one is just a big, long room, like nothing in it. Pretty much, it just like leads up to these big doors. And you can see that the creature set into the door looks like a 3-headed dragon, made of some blue material, and it is huge sized.
Can I try to figure out what it is, or like what it's supposed to be?
Go ahead.
18.
You can pretty much tell actually that from looking at it that. Because it's mechanical, this is more of a like mechanist's invention of a creature. It doesn't represent like it's not unlike the behir. It's not an actual like representation of a real creature. It's like they created a 3-headed dragon construct.
This doesn't exist in reality, so it's their own little creation, Tedros.
All right. Maybe we can take a look and see if we can find some way to deactivate it. So we don't have to punch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for like mechanisms or something.
You don't see any mechanisms in this room.
Anything like to put anything into the door?
Not in this one, no.
What do we think is in the other room?
Whatever his patron wants him to look for.
I just mean, should we take a look down the other hallway? The one we passed by?
I would like to.
I'll transfer the water temporarily back to my water skin.
Okay.
Okay, Yul will lead the way back down toward the other hallway.
I don't know how well I'll be able to transfer it out of my hairy wolf hands.
Yeah, not terribly well, but you've got plenty of water in that water skin though. Okay. So you go back down that other hallway then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You go forward for a little bit. It hooks to your right and then continues onward. This one leads into a room that just has like a series of like valves and gauges, and just like tubes and pipes all over one side of the wall, with a intact looking brass control panel sitting in it, and then there is also a doorway into one more room past this one.
Is it just a doorway, or is it like a door?
Just a doorway. These places, so far the only actual door you've found has been into the gray room with the shell piece.
Okay.
I think we need the shell piece.
Do you actually think that I just
No.
want shell?
Just saying.
Oh.
You never know.
Well, consider it on the way out.
I'm just curious as to why the thing got mad at me when I showed it my tattoo, and when my tattoo got mad at the shell.
Well, if your tattoo doesn't want you to have the shell, and your tattoo does want us to go through these other doors, I mean, what are you going to follow? Like, do you want to make your tattoo happy or not?
Yeah.
So let's not go for the shell that it hates.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe we can figure out what it was, and then.
What if that's
I'm just-
what if we need that to like open a door later on?
I'm just saying that if your
Then we'll come back for it.
tattoo is what we're following to this door that we're trying to open, and it didn't want us to have the shell, then let's trust it for now.
Can I like vibe check my companions? Just like look at them like side eye. My shadow.
They're like,
All right.
yeah, we got nothing down here. We don't know what the hell this is.
But they don't look like weirded out. They're just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Kind of, yeah, so
Yeah,
far.
okay. Cool. As long as they're not like being like
Mhm. Yeah.
yeah.
Get out! Leave! Run!
Well, yeah, I guess we better go
Okay.
down this other hallway just to see what's up.
So I don't remember if I mentioned there is a functional-looking control panel similar to the one that you found in the elemental magnifier that like your holy symbol reacted to.
All right, let's take a look at this and see what happens. Hopefully, nothing too bad. And Tedros will use his amulet on it and see what he can see.
Okay. When you put your amulet on it, little like dots on the panel light up with light, and just like a couple things like mechanisms inside whir into life, and as they do, there is a brief spark of magic goes off, and then a programmed illusion appears, and you can see a just big, like mostly featureless face just appears hovering over the control panel, and says, and then Indraconic, similar to the like mannequin one you encountered in the lab, greets you, Indraconic, and says, "Hello, how may I help you?"
Hello. Hi. I have recently come from the elemental magnifier and don't really know what this place is.
This facility was created to sit atop a ruin uncovered by the Draconic Union to study, contain, and the contents within.
They said it's to study and contain the contents within.
It said it was built on top of a ruin.
Just to be clear, only Tedros can understand this, right?
Anyone who speaks Draconic, which I think is just Tedros.
Okay.
But he just translated us that
Yeah,
one bit.
he's translating
Oh,
for you.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
What does what contents are within?
Let's find out. What are the contents of the ruins below?
The contents are unknown. They seem to be dedicated to some sort of extraplanar deity or extraplanar entity that we presume to be dangerous.
Yeah, he mentions that. Yeah, okay, yeah. That goes with what I said about that shell piece. There is a piece of shell in a null magic space What is that?
That shell was uncovered within the ruins below. It behaves erratically and is the reason why we believe that the ruin below is dangerous.
He doesn't translate right away. He just kind of points at it. He's just,
What?
and then he translates what it says.
Oh.
Well, what? Ask it what is in the other door that we didn't go through.
Good question. And Tedros will ask.
That doorway is the way to the ruins.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Montblanc, your the words on your tattoo, the meaning of the beginning part of it starts to make some sense because the beginning part was in a place more ancient than ancient.
Yeah, that sounds like it matches up with my tattoo. I think that's where my tattoo.
For your scar.
Yeah. I think that's the place my scar is talking about, Tedros. I think that's the stuff my father was digging into and patron.
All right.
So that's where I want to go.
The secondary. Oh, it'll also continue. The secondary function of this facility is as a pumping station. This facility diverts water from the river above from sinking into the groundwater in order to preserve the facility and the ruin below.
Fucking right. Yes.
Is you said okay?
Ask it how we get down there.
Yeah.
Um.
Can it see?
Okay. Wait. But just give me a second.
All right.
Are the pumps currently active?
Yes.
Would that be why the town is like sinking?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is it prevents water from actually absorbing into the groundwater, so it just keeps all the water up on the surface.
I really want to go down there.
Is there any way to divert the water elsewhere to prevent the portion above this from being flooded?
Such a thing could be accomplished with a significant works project to redirect the pipes and create a different outflow region.
What would happen if the pump stopped?
If the pump stopped, the water from above would begin to sink into the groundwater. The surface of the land would become significantly drier and more stable, but this facility in the ruin below would likely be lost within an amount of time. The amount of time would need to be calculated.
I think
It'll ruin the ruins.
But I think that's the way forward. We figure out what's down there, and then the people are more important than the ruins.
Calculations completed. The ruins, these ruins and the ruins below would be submerged within 30 days.
Oh, that's loads of time. Get out.
30 days? I mean, we could study it in those days, right?
Maybe, maybe not. Depends on how bad the flooding would
Also,
be, but
if the ruins are connected to that shell in any way, we might not want to study because that might make us go a little.
But didn't you want to study the
'cause
ruins? Don't you think your patron lives down there or something?
Yeah, and my father was looking into it, so I do want answers. So I'm intending on going beyond if nobody else is.
all right.
We're staying with you.
Cool.
Is there a guardian on the door to the ruins?
Oh, good question.
Yes. The Guardian is meant to prevent unauthorized access.
Maybe I have authorized access because of my tattoo.
The last time you showed that. Actually,
Yeah, ask about my tattoo if you can.
Yeah.
what does this tattoo hold any significance? And he points to.
That tattoo resembles imagery found in the ruins below.
Oh, because it's supposed to be contained. So the Guardians thought that Monty was someone who got out.
That makes sense.
Well, here's the thing. no, I'm not going to say what I wrote in my backstory for Sam. You know, like I said, when I first met my patron, I didn't detect anything hostile from it. It saved my life, and it seemed not evil.
And so far, the only thing that has seemed bad that you found down here, and the only thing that this thing has said has been bad, was that shell fragment.
Yeah.
That your patron also seems to
Yeah,
dislike.
my patron also disliked the shell, so I don't think they're trying to. I think there's more to it. I don't think it's my patron that they're trying to contain. I think it's something.
Well, it seems like so basically, they seem to think, based on what you've been hearing here, they seem to think that whatever's in that ruin is connected to whatever that shell is. You only know because of your patron that the two don't like each other. So it's possible that they mistook the two for each other.
So they probably mistook the two for each other because, like I said, my patron got bad vibes off that shell too. So these people were probably confused.
Well, what if we go to the door guardian and we give it Monty? What if it escorts Monty inside and we can just sneak in after?
Or what if it hops off the door and tries to destroy him because they think he got out?
I've handled worse.
Have you?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Heartbreak's a bitch.
It's worth a try. I mean, if we try to open the door, then we're going to have to fight it regardless.
Like I
but
said,
if we give it Monty, then we might be able to just
sacrifice me up. It's fine.
It's not a sacrifice. We'd be right behind you.
Like I said, I'm cool with it. I feel like it's the only way.
Have you ever fought a dragon before?
Yeah, I have all the time.
It's not a full-size dragon. It also doesn't have wings.
It's probably just a hydra of some sorts, but I've handled
just a hydra of some sorts.
I've handled worse.
You know, information
I don't believe
useless
that.
if you are dead. You can't.
Not
share.
true. You can talk to the dead, but
how many people can talk to the dead?
I can.
Okay, but if you're dead, what
anyone can realistically talk to the dead.
I thought Princess could talk to the dead.
Yeah,
Have I
you
shared
can. Don't you talk to dead people?
I don't think I've ever shared that with.
Haven't we seen the weird messengers?
Yeah.
You can't hear. You can't see
Oh,
them.
you don't see them.
It's just like whispering to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, you get
So
whispers.
I have
Princess
told
can
y'all
see them.
nothing.
Okay.
I've given you nothing.
Well, then never mind. Princess can see. I thought we could see them for some reason.
No.
If they were
Well,
talking
regardless,
to you.
we still hear weird voices.
Okay, look, I would prefer to converse with you without needing to talk to your skull or something. Okay, there are better ways to go about
That's
this.
fine. You
Okay,
can talk
so
to
are
the-
you saying that we're just not going to
No,
go and fight
I'm
the
going.
door
We're gonna
guardian?
go. It's just we're gonna check and see if maybe my amulet will be a better way to get us in there than.
Your amulet didn't necessarily help with the lightning man.
Well, that I didn't think to show it before it
Oh my
went after
God.
him.
We're stuck in paralysis. I'm gonna go towards the door and just show my tattoo.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. One thing at a time. Let's finish up this. There's also, I don't know if you wanted to explore the one door past this one too, before we
We
get to
do.
that whole thing.
Fun partner.
Because if
All
you're
right.
all, because
Do we
also
have
if you
any
all
other-
walk away from this thing, it does have one more thing to say.
Oh.
Do we have any other questions for it at this point?
Is there any way to disengage the door guardian?
I think that's the
Can you-
proper credentials or whatever.
Can you ask it if someone known as Oscar Orncroft ever came down here?
Have you communicated with an Oscar Orncroft?
That name is unknown to me.
All right. Well,
Ask it what happens to entities that get out.
what happens to entities from the ruins that get out?
Entities from the ruins that get out are actually, it would say entities from the ruins that get out are no entities from the ruins have ever come out. Only objects.
Only the objects.
the shell.
And possibly other things you don't really know, but yeah.
You could ask what other objects have been removed from the ruins.
Yeah. He'll ask that one.
Small rocks, soil samples, crystal samples. The gateway has been left undisturbed due to not wanting to upset its structure.
The gateway?
Yes,
What is the gateway?
a structure found within the ruins.
Great.
So helpful.
Where does the gateway lead?
It's been untouched. They would have no way to know.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Where's the structure? Where's the gateway lead?
The gateway is a name that has been given to it. We have not found a way to be able to enter into it.
It's just a name. They don't even.
They didn't have my tattoo.
I am very concerned about whether or not your tattoo is a key.
Is there any sort of protocol to call off the door guardian?
He will forward that question as well.
The active facility commander or the active facility magister will have the proper spells to deactivate the defender.
Spells.
So no.
Boy, that's a no. That's a no. I don't think I could. Even if I knew what the spells were, I couldn't necessarily cast them. What are the spells the Magister would need to deactivate it?
That information is not known.
Well,
How are you doing today?
I have no emotions.
I am doing quite well.
Wow.
Probably someone probably put that like a program that response into the program delusion.
What lies beyond that door right there?
Yeah.
Oh, you just asked like what's in the next
Yeah.
room? That is the facility's chapel to Gugut.
Great. Thank you very much. We have a good day. And Tedros will immediately turn immediately about face and
As soon as you about face and say good, have a good day to it, it will another message will cut through and it will say, "Warning: cataclysmic event detected. All personnel invited to the Magister Lifeboat program for safe harbor." And then
Oh, that's probably from a long time ago.
The face shifts into a map, and there's a just
Long time ago.
bright red dot on the map, presumably indicating what it just talked about.
Yikes.
yeah,
That had to have
Tedros
been a
will
long time ago.
share. Yeah, Tedros will share that information.
That was clearly a long time ago, right, Tedros? Like, there's no way that's
What?
right now.
Well, how do you know?
Because
Cataclysmic event could happen in the
how
ruins.
could this thing get information? It's clearly an illusion. How could this illusion have knowledge of now?
It could be information about what's happening in the ruins, right? That just said cataclysmic event, not cataclysmic event from somewhere else.
But I have a feeling it was from not current.
Why?
I'm going to check
Because
in
I don't
that
feel like
room.
an illusion like that could create new information.
I'm going to check in that room, and then we're going to go back and we're going to ask about that. But I got to see this first. And Tedros will head to the door and open up the chapel to Gugut.
Just
Okay.
Bull was following Tedros.
Okay. And what was Monty and Princess doing?
Princess is gonna open up her notebook and copy down this map because she's like, I'm
Okay.
not entirely sure if this is now or how long this is gonna stay up.
Is there any
Yep.
way I have navigation history? Is there any way I can figure out if this is a map that was a long time ago or recent?
It's a map of the facility, right?
No, the map is a
Yeah.
world map.
Is there any way
Oh,
with my navigation
okay, that's why I was
history of
confused.
sailing around the world that I can figure out hey, is this now or is this a long time ago? This map.
Ooh, give me a navigator's tools check with intelligence. So
yeah.
proficiency in intelligence or wisdom, proficiency in wisdom.
22.
Okay. So the map is mostly accurate to what you know of, but there's just a few things like a couple places where coastlines mostly are incorrect, like mountains, land masses. Generally, it's all in the same place, but like you can tell that it's from a slightly different time, like over the
Okay.
course of history, slightly enough different
Alright.
time where like some coastlines and things are different.
Alright.
This map does represent a long time ago, but
I'll relay
the
all
dot
this
that
information.
the dot that it's
Pointing
giving
out
you
like the
is
differences and stuff.
Mhm. The dot that is giving you, because you did say you wrote it down, you would Monty at the very least with the 22 would be able to identify where that is,
Ooh.
because it's, as you look at it's kind of blinking, you can see that it's actually in a lake, specifically Lake Gira in the northern region of Aor.
How do you spell that?
Gyra.
In Aor?
Mm-hmm.
Did you say northern Aor?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'll be like, yeah, I could tell this is an older map, point to all like the coastlines and stuff and how they've changed, and then yeah.
Yeah, Prince is still jotting down what you said where it was, like the lake. Yeah, Prince is just write down that name. But okay, I don't need to copy down this map anymore then, and then we'll follow.
Yeah,
Tedros.
this happened a long time ago in Aor, it would seem.
Well, so the what it said was all personnel invited to the Magister lifeboat program for Safe Harbor. So, and then that's where that's when it switched over the map.
Oh, okay.
So basically, yeah, that it seems like that is a place that was indicated as a place to go for safety.
Oh, okay, cool.
Meaning the cataclysmic event was probably here, right?
Or
somewhere else.
Everywhere, possibly. You do know that the Draconic Union vanished overnight, basically, at some point in history.
So that's probably
and when you were at the Elemental Magnifier, you did see a recorded message from an illusion of a recorded message from somebody basically saying like, "Oh no, bad stuff's about to happen."
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
I think we can relax a little bit. It's not happening now, but it is interesting, to say the least.
To say the least.
Onwards to Gagoot.
Yeah. Yep. It's.
Yeah.
Gagoot's just
Tedros.
inside.
Tedros will very slowly open the door. And
okay. It's actually just a doorway you can step into.
walk through the doorway. Yeah.
All right, you step in, and the area has a few benches and rows on either side of the room. And it's not very big. It's like chapel sized, like hospital chapel size, basically. A couple of benches on either side of the room, and at the far end of the room is a full altar to Gugut. There is a full carving of Gugut on the back wall, similar to the one that you originally found your holy symbol at.
Well, everyone, this is Gugut, or at least representation of him.
So that means that they worshipped your god?
I think so, yeah. I mean, I guess the answer would have to be yes if they've put this place inside of one of their facilities.
So, I mean, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe we just need your holy symbol to get the door guardian to leave us alone.
Well, we can certainly try it.
Do you use this to, I don't know, pray?
You could, yeah. It sucks though.
What?
Because I think we're gonna have to flood it.
Yeah.
I've looked for another place like this for a long time, for years, and I was hoping that I would have all the time in the world to sit and figure things out, get to know more about it, but people's houses are sinking into the ground
Yeah.
all the time, I can't really,
There's
can't
gotta
in
be.
good conscience leave it.
There's gotta be more.
Yeah, yeah, there are more, but it won't be like this one.
Yeah.
Sorry, when I said hospital-sized chapel, I didn't mean a chapel the size of a hospital. I meant like the size of
Yeah, yeah.
a hospital.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, I just wanted to make
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yes, it's itty bitty. Like it's
Yeah,
like a room.
I know.
Okay. Okay.
He takes a look to see if there's anything on the altar.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing you can see. It seems like the main reason the carving is still there is because it's carved, etched into the wall itself.
This is a long shot. Do you think we could Tedros? Do you think we could barricade the door on the way out and try to prevent it from getting flooded completely? In here, at least.
I mean, I suppose if we
We
tell
could,
it what to do, and
yeah.
you know, seal it on the way
And
in.
we could also just barricade the doorway here with those constructs, their remains.
No, I mean, like, once we stop doing that, I don't know if, like, we might be able to just close the doors back and the facility itself might be submerged under here. I guess we'll find out, but...
What if we took the wall with us?
I don't think my pack's big enough for that.
I personally am not comfortable desecrating or breaking stuff in here. Specifically this.
I mean,
that's
if you keep the image intact, right? You can. It's like a conservation thing.
You've also, you all have not yet found a way to break, chip, or otherwise do anything to this kind of material so far.
Yeah, it's all right, you. It's all right. I have the most important parts already, so anything else is just extra icing on the cake. But I am glad I got to stand in this place at least once before whatever is going to happen to it. All right. Let's go.
I'm sure your patron or your god or whatever would understand, right?
Yeah. It's taking care of the people who are here now is more important than taking care of some old ruins. And if not, then I guess I'll get yelled at. But
I'd say it's worth to get yelled at to save some lives. Yeah.
Speaking of doing the opposite, let's go see what we can do about that door guardian, shall we?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Tedros is not gonna pray or do anything with the altar.
I mean, he's gonna look at it, put a hand on it. He'll probably say a small prayer, but he's probably not going to try and do any bigger rituals.
Okay.
'Cause he wasn't really prepared for that.
Right. Just a quick prayer to Gugu as you stand there. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's enough. So, as you go up and you put your hand on the altar and you look down at it and you just start, voicing through your prayer, your eyes are going to be drawn to the swirling colors of the wall, and it's similar to when you were staring at the shell, actually, where your vision is kind of drawn in, but this one in a more comforting way. It's less like you feel like you're falling into it, more just like you're being led by the hand. And there's a particular one particular swirl of color. It's not special or anything, but it's just a place where all 5 colors are notable, kind of around a central point. And the sounds of everybody else talking and what they're doing kind of just seems to fade from your hearing, and your vision seems to be your focus seems to be drawn to each of the colors in turn. As your vision is drawn to the red, your hearing is filled with the sounds of hammers ringing on metal, and then the sound of the sound of hot metal being quenched in water, and the steam rising up out of it. As your vision is drawn to the blue, you hear like the crackling of electricity that reminds you of the lightning construct from earlier, and then just kind of like the hum of machinery. As your eyes are drawn to the black, you can hear the sounds of like bubbling chemicals and hissing steam. As your eyes are drawn to the green, you can hear the sound of pouring liquid and then the sound of a weak heartbeat getting stronger. And as your eyes are drawn to the white, you can hear the sounds of like a blade going through plants. You can hear the sounds of like it sounds like meat searing on a pan. The sounds of like just the sounds of like food, and then just like followed up by just like the cracking crystallization sound of like water freezing into ice. And all of those, as you find your vision kind of moving around in a circle with all of those sounds playing in your ears as you work your way around until all of them seem to overlap and get louder and louder and build and build. There's just more of them happening. And as they do, the colors almost seem to glow and get a shining quality to them. And as they do, and as you look at them, and as like all of these sounds overlap and keep getting louder and louder, the colors actually seem to shift. Red becomes gold. Blue becomes bronze. Black becomes copper. Green becomes brass. White becomes silver. And just as the hint of those colors enters your vision, and almost to your vision as you're looking at these, seems like those colors shift to these more metallic colors. Everything fades to black. In just to Tedros, just in your eyes, before being illuminated by a field of stars. And you find yourself, just like that dream you had, in space again. And if you look down, you can see the world laid out below you. But as you look back...
Dream.
What?
Just said a croak dream. Sorry, it's adventure time. There's a
As
cosmic owl.
Well, as you look up at the just field of darkness and stars in front of you, some of the stars move and seem to cluster together into 2 points that almost seem to be looking down at you like a pair of eyes. And then you can just see a hint of movement in the space in front of you, as if the very fabric of the darkness and stars that you're looking at is moving, like a massive body that spans that night sky made of darkness and stars with wings that reach from one horizon to the next, and a long, almost serpentine neck that leads up to those 2 eyes, pair of massive wings, 4 legs, a tail, before that vision ends. And you blink and you find yourself just hand on the altar, and like barely in his time has passed based on the talking of the rest of the group.
Tedros will definitely take note of that. And he will kind of look up at the image of Gugu and give the altar a small pat and step off.
Okay.
And he will start making notes of what he saw while he's walking, but he knows he's probably not going to get through all of it before he gets to before we get to where we need to go.
Okay.
So he'll walk in right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're walking right. Are y'all then heading back over to that big door?
Yeah.
All right. You make your way over. You can see this big giant set of double doors with that blue metal 3-headed dragon curled up in the doorway.
All right. Well,
My claws are still lightning unless an hour has passed, and I'm no longer a werewolf.
An hour has not passed, so yeah.
Cool.
all right. Unfortunately, Bless is no longer up.
Alright.
But-
Yeah, my hydro transformation lasts an hour, Crimson Right lasts until short or long rest.
Okay.
Can I use healing word on myself?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I just have my claws out ready to go just in case.
Okay. And then, what are y'all doing?
Tedros will slowly approach the door and he'll say, like, okay, we'll keep back until it does something, or until I know it's open. And Tedros will kind of approach with the medallion to try and see if he can deactivate the door. He doesn't know what he's doing, but he's like,
just approach with your medallion out. All right. As you approach, the middle head, with this like metallic clicking and whirring sound, pulls off from where it's on the door and then like twists around to look down at you. But the rest of it gives no hint of moving.
He will hold up said medallion to it.
Just keep staring at you.
Is he at the door yet, or is he as he's approaching the door?
This would be as you're like approaching the door.
He'll take a step forward.
Just keep staring at you.
Slowly take steps forward until he gets to the door itself.
Okay. The head like stretches down, so it's like at eye level with you. The head itself is probably like this big, just made of shaped metal. Just dark indents where the eyes would be.
Yeah. He will. This is probably foolish. He will reach out and try to like boop it on the nose and cast light.
So you can boop it on the nose, but the light doesn't go off. Specifically because light does need to be cast on an object, and this thing, being an animated construct, would count as a creature. Mm-hmm.
Want to show him a tattoo yet, or?
Oh boy. He will try to like kind of crouch, like, and like slip, like to the side of it, and see if it follows him.
Yeah, the head just kind of follows you, staying between you and the door at this distance.
All right. It's not a fan of us going through there, so
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
I'll approach, get as close as Tedros did.
Okay. As you approach, so one head actually stays focused on Tedros,
Cool.
and as you approach,
I'll drop
another head comes down
drop
and
the
face
wolf
you.
shape just so I don't look hostile.
Okay.
So there goes all my resistances.
Okay.
I hope Tedros, can you translate for me just in case it doesn't understand? Okay. Show off the tattoo, but as I'm showing it off, I'll say, "We're here to contain something."
And he'll repeat everything in Draconic.
So you you repeat in Draconic to it. We're here to contain something.
Mm-hmm.
As you say that, a deep rumbling voice in very simple terms replies with just "not recognized."
Okay, it says we're not recognized.
The skeleton thing that I have as a backpack.
Just put it in its face.
Yeah.
Doesn't react to it.
How much you want to bet we need that shell? Just saying. Just saying.
I don't think that it likes the shell either. The shell is contained.
I don't really want to fight this thing.
I don't want my backstory just to poop out.
Tedros will say, "Stand back. I'm gonna try something."
I'll step back 15 feet.
Okay.
And Tedros will we'll move back 5 feet.
Okay.
and he will focus on the he'll focus on the object and raise his hand, and all of you can hear sort of like an echo, like a caw. It's like echoing, and it like, but there's like almost a vibration to it that you can feel as it does so, and he casts Dispel Magic on the construct.
Ooh.
Okay. That Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll a spellcasting check for Dispel Magic.
Mm-hmm. Am I adding my modifier? I'm sorry, my proficiency?
I think it's just modifier for Dispel Magic, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, then it would be a 13.
Okay. No effect.
I got an idea, Tedros. Can you translate for me again?
Yeah, go for it.
It's probably not gonna work. But in a place more ancient than ancient, answers ye shall find, where those who came before sank beneath the brine.
He repeats it.
Words unknown.
In Draconic, Tedros will say, I'm a cleric of Gugud. I am tasked with passing through this place.
Is that all? All right. It we'll say respectfully, cleric. Only magisters may enter.
All right. Well, we got a couple options. We can attempt to try and take this thing out, which I feel like is a bad idea. Because I feel like if they felt confident enough to leave this here, they felt confident enough that it'd be able to take out whatever is down there. And I mean, these are people who are more powerful than us, honestly.
I'm gonna.
You could try coming back.
I'm not leaving. I'm gonna pour more water in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is up with this fucking door?
All you get from the water is waves so strong that the water actually like flow. The water actually is like splashing over your hand in the like out of your hand in the direction of the door.
Look, I mean, we know where this place is. We don't have to try and sink it or anything. But have it turn off today. We can do that in, a couple days.
I'm not leaving.
Could we somehow fake a magister?
We don't know what they look like.
I mean, if I knew what was needed to count as a magister, I would do it in a heartbeat. But
maybe you could trick it into saying the cataclysm's coming this way and it needs to flee to be safe. I don't know.
Yeah.
No. What does it look like behind the creature?
It's set. So it's basically
It's
like the
in the
doorway.
door.
Yeah, the doorway basically has like an indent that it fits into.
Wait, you said your water was going towards it or away from it?
Towards it.
Okay.
How big is the construct?
It is huge sized,
Huge size. Okay.
so pretty big.
Cool.
Can I cast augury to decide if it would be good to go against this creature?
Yes, you can.
That would be fantastic.
Okay.
Right, you have that. That's a thing you've got.
It's
I-
Yul has not used it yet, but
Okay.
it's something she's been practicing.
Does that have cost components? I don't remember.
I think because it's a
It's
You-
wheel and woe or nothing thing.
Yeah.
yeah. Let me double check. I think because it's a racial spell. So I think
The only material component is the tokens worth 25 gold.
Yeah, I think since it's I think
I don't have anything about that.
yeah, I think since it's a racial spell, it's
Once per long rest.
bypass. Yeah, I think racial spells tend to bypass material components.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, actually, you don't
Oh
even
well,
need to. 'cause
it
you
does
have-
say, it says I have to use components, but I assumed I had those components.
Not necessarily, but I will let you use your playing cards.
Okay, perfect. I use
I
my
will let
playing
you.
cards.
I will let you use the cards that you've been working with the twins on using them as fortune telling
my playing
implements.
cards.
Yeah. So
Okay.
all right, let's see. So
I cast it.
so yeah, you receive an omen from another worldly entity about the results of a specific course of action you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. And what is the course of action you're asking about?
The course of action would be, I guess, like opening this door, potentially fighting this creature.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna get wheel. Good results.
Guys,
Good.
I'm looking at the cards, and if I'm reading them right, which I think I am, it says that we'll have good results by opening this door.
Great. Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Would you like to? Are you gonna get anyone else? You're gonna let anybody else get in on this surprise round, or?
Anybody else want in? Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. Radiant blast.
You said it counts as a creature.
Mhm.
This
Yes.
construct.
Technically, anything capable of action thought has a stat block counts as a creature, even if it's a construct.
Yeah, I'll cast Cause Spear.
Okay.
And after
Wait, never mind. It says a construct is immune to this effect, and he said it's a
Okay.
construct.
Yeah. Yes, it is a
I
construct.
will
Yeah.
not use it.
Okay. I was gonna say.
I
was
will
like-
just ready my fist this usual.
All right. So you're just gonna get ready to hit it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
after other attacks have impacted Tedros, will cast Toll the Dead.
So
Eldritch
Montblanc,
Blast.
go ahead and roll it.
21
That hits.
for 9 force damage.
Okay. Yeah, just like impacts the head that's right in front of you.
I am still like 15. I'm still 15 feet away from
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yule was throwing out a sunbolt.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And it's a surprise round, so.
Oh
if,
shoot, that was only a. That's only a 9.
To hit.
Yeah.
Ding! Just bounces right off the metal.
Yeah. Figured.
Okay. Tedros with Toll the Dead. Okay. Wisdom save. Does not have advantage on those like those last ones did.
Fantastic.
It got a 5.
That is definitely not a 14. It will take. Am I right in assuming it's been damaged?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fantastic. It will take 15 necrotic damage.
Ooh, okay. All right. And Princess was just readying, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then yeah, it's gonna shudder into life. Now that's time for initiative. It's taken a significant amount of damage from that first volley.
Got
21.
20. Non-natural 20.
Okay. All right, let's get these one at a time. So you got a non-natural 20. What did Tedros get?
15.
Okay. Princess
17.
and Monty.
21.
Okay. So it's gonna go.
Or sorry,
Monty?
20. 18 plus 2.
Oh, okay.
So
Who wants to go
Yul
first?
Yul and
Yeah.
Monty got the same.
Yeah. Who wants to go first?
I would say, seeing as I shot one off that missed, I'd probably just try and go right again as soon as she's
Okay.
able. So
So Yule then Monty. It doesn't really matter too much. Yule, Monty, Princess, Tedros, and the construct because it rolled an 8.
Good.
nice.
So that is yeah. Everybody gets another round at it. So Yule, you're up first.
All right, I rolled Sunblast and got a 19.
That hits.
All right. I am trying a different. I got a fucking 1 again. I'm going
No.
to lose my marbles. Okay, it's a 3.
Okay.
That's what I get. That's what I can fucking get.
Sam,
I mean, it hit, but I got the.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would do it again then.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, that time a 14.
That does not hit.
Yeah.
Ding.
Okay.
For the purposes of the Crimson Raid stuff, because it lasts until a short or long rest,
Mm-hmm.
and I had it with my claws, would it still be on my fists at this point, or would it just go away?
Yeah.
Oh,
I will tell you that here's the thing. I will tell you that as this thing is like flaring into life with the rolling of initiative, the head in the middle, lightning starts dancing
Oh,
between
ball
like its
sacks.
teeth. Like as it
All
opens
right.
its mouth, like there's lightning like coursing
okay.
through it.
So that's pointless. Okay, cool.
Anything else from Yule bonus action?
I think I'm gonna. You know, just in case, I'm just no, never mind. I'm gonna save my key points.
Okay. That'll make it Monty's turn.
I'm gonna get within melee,
Okay.
and bonus action for the last time today, long rest. Summon the tentacle.
Okay.
Bonus action. See how it likes my tentacle.
All right.
Probably not. And it's gonna attack with the tentacle.
Okay.
For a 16 to hit.
That does not hit.
Fuck.
Thick armor. Bing.
And then gonna come down with the flail.
Okay. Go ahead.
Come on. 17 plus 8.
Yeah, that hits. 25 hits.
Alright. For 14 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. That is going to be reduced to 7 because it appears to be resistant to
Great.
non-magical bludgeoning damage.
Oh, it is more than one size larger than me. Okay, cool. That is it.
Okay. So yeah, you bring the flail down on one of the heads, and it hits it like it bounces down against the floor, but like it doesn't seem to like get through the armor
Alright.
completely. That'll make it Princess's turn.
Okay. Yeah. Moving forward. And hitting with field cutter with that
Okay.
door.
All right. Are you raging or no?
Oh, I forgot that that's down. Yeah, raging.
Okay. So bonus action rage, and then move up and attack. Okay.
Yeah. Bonus action rage. But that was a 1. So
Okay.
heavy donut.
Montblanc's flail like bounces off of it a little bit more than he was expecting, and you go to swing. You get field cutter tangled in the
Yeah.
chain. The two of you have to like detangle from each other for a second.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Okay. That was your bonus action movement.
Yeah.
Okay. Tedros.
Tedros will not do that in that order because he can't do it in that order.
Good to know.
He will use a bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon again.
Okay.
And we'll see what that does. And no, that's not gonna do it. Yeah.
So Moon Scythe appears above it, swings, doesn't hit.
And then he will use his action to. Should have done it the other way around. It's fine. He will use his action to cast Toll the Dead again.
Okay, so another Wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Nope, not a D12. $14
is the DC.
Okay, so just makes it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Is he
Anything
in
else?
his combat range? Is he in his attack range?
Oh, you.
I
Didn't
think
you,
you
like-
backed up.
Yeah, I thought you crouched down and got 5 feet to the side.
Yeah.
All right. It is all right. Then it's for its turn. It climbs down out of its indentation in the wall and gets down on the floor. Let's see. How far away is Tedros again? Did you say 5 feet away from it?
Yeah.
Like a little bit 5 feet of distance. Okay. As it steps down, it's the so there's interlocking plates on its neck. So as it steps out, they just go and the necks, all three of them, lengthen to 10 feet of reach. And it is going to make one attack against Tedros, one attack against Montblanc, one attack against Princess. Each of the three heads lashes out at each of you.
I hate it. Cool.
So that's gonna go. Where's it gonna go on my screen, left to right? So Arc is first, or Tedros is first. So Rain goes to bite forward at you, and it gets a 14 to hit.
Puts up the shield and slides back when it hits.
Yeah, just
Nice.
it's like chomping and biting on the edges of your shield, but you manage to slide back and not take it. Okay, against Montblanc will be the middle head. This one seems to be, ooh, nat 1. Okay, just right down into the ground. Yeah, the middle head seems to be, the middle head is the one that's a little bit smaller than the other two, but it does have the lightning in its teeth. And then the one on the right is going to go for Princess. So it gets a crit.
Oh.
Good thing you're aging. Good thing you're aging. Good thing you're aging. All right, that is going to be.
I'm a beefy gal.
Yeah, you got this. Okay, all right, that could be worse. That could be worse. That's going to be 14 points of damage from 14 points of piercing damage. So that's going to be reduced down to 7.
Okay. Oh, let's see. That's cut in half?
No, that wasn't cut in half. No.
All right.
Um,
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm so close to the threshold of bloodlust for being a Lycan blood hunter, so that's fun.
Ooh, oh boy. Okay, and then that's its turn and made 3 attacks. So back at the top with Yule.
All right, Sunblast. Oh, not me dropping. Okay, that is 16.
That does not hit. Ba-ting! Bounces
Alright.
off the thick, heavy armor.
Try another.
Should have done
And
that first.
even worse. That's a 14.
Okay. Yeah, just ba-ting, ba-ting.
My okay. Is the creature I don't know if this is a good idea. Never mind.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. All right, that'll bring us to Monty.
Okay, I need to at least make my flail magical, and the way I can do that is with Crimson Rights. So,
Okay. All right.
and so I'm going to lose the Crimson Rights on my fists,
Okay.
and bonus action, get it on my flail.
All right.
I take 2 damage,
Okay.
and then as my action, I'm going to swing with the flail.
All right.
Come on.
Go ahead, roll it.
14 plus 8, so 22.
That does hit.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
So the flail is hopefully going to be flat now, because it's whatever. So 6 plus 7, bludgeoning.
So
That's magical
13.
bludgeoning, yeah.
Okay.
And then the lightning, I'll roll it anyway. Because is it immune or resistant?
It's immune.
Okay, cool. Magical attack.
Yep. When you hit it with the lightning, you can see the lightning courses into it, and on the middle head, it doesn't heal.
Oh,
but on the middle head, the lightning, like coursing inside of its mouth, just gets louder and louder, and there's just more of it, and like just channels it into its own. Looks like into its next attack. Anything else? That was action, bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay. Bring us to Princess.
Yeah. Yeah. Basic. Again, going out to the one that has lightning in its mouth is the one. That
so it's all one creature. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the head that has.
Yes, the middle head is the one with lightning in its mouth. That's the one that was attacking Monty.
Okay. All right. Yeah. It is all the same creature, but more so aiming for that head. Wanting to hit it. That is 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is 9 damage.
Okay.
And then with my bonus action, I'm gonna hit it again. That is or try to hit it again. That's a 15.
That does not hit.
It's not hit. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah. That's my turn.
Okay. And you go and just slash at it, like hit it right between two of the neck segments, and like sparks go flying out of it. I'll bring us to Tedros.
It's my action.
Okay. Everyone's blessed.
Hopeful.
Yes.
Very hopeful.
He's using a first level slot, so he's not blessed, but everybody else is.
Okay.
She bless.
And then for his bonus action, it will be the spiritual weapon again.
Okay, go ahead, roll it.
Much better number. That's 22.
Okay, that'll hit. What type of damage is spiritual weapon?
Force.
It is a magical attack.
Yes, but what type? What damage type?
I believe it's force. Yeah.
Force damage. This creature
Uh,
appears to be immune to force damage.
Awesome Eldritch Blast didn't do anything to it then.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Eldritch Blast is also force.
Oh no.
I forgot about that.
Oh.
I will let because I forgot about it. I'll let the No, actually, no. What? No. So it's immune to force damage. For some reason, the Eldritch Blast got through.
Cool.
That sucks because the spiritual weapon's cool.
It is.
Cool.
And very few creatures are immune to force damage.
I give up some of my weird eldritch powers to Tedros.
That seems like a great thing for a cleric to accept.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's nice.
All right.
Guess I'm done.
All right. That'll bring it to its turn. It's going to do
Yay.
another lunge out with another 3 attacks. I'm going to go left to right again. So another one against Tedros is 25 to hit.
It just hits.
That'll hit.
Okay. So this one
It said
is going to be what?
Talking to myself.
Yeah, I know. 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay, that could be a lot worse.
Attack against Montblanc with the middle head.
Bring it. Let's go.
That is going to be 24 to hit.
Just hits.
These,
All right.
These fucking numbers.
Does Tedros have to do a concentration check for bless?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just DC 10 though.
Yeah, it's easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be 6 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then the lightning damage, the amplified lightning damage,
Oh, great.
is 26 lightning damage.
I'm still up.
Like bites into you and just like arcs of electricity are just like cooking through
Yeah.
Montblanc.
Okay.
And then last attack
Yeah.
against Princess.
Happy, bro.
Yeah.
26.
Yeah.
It's rolling real good.
26. 26.
Yep.
13.
5 piercing damage though.
5 features.
So 2 because you're raging.
Oh, it's only when I transform I have to worry about the.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, thank fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, that's the end of its turn. That'll bring us back to Yule.
I have 12 hit
All
points.
right. Let's try Radiant Blast again. Come on.
I'm at 12 to 75.
Whew, okay.
I was at 40 when we started this whole thing.
Ah,
Okay, 21 non-nat or
that does hit.
21. Then I hit it with. Okay, please be good to me. You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Is that another one?
It's another 3. So
That's
yeah.
3. Okay.
Yep. It's
So-
another. No, it's another 1.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Damage is damage. That helps. A
Oh,
little bit
my
helps.
guy hates me today.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Second one.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
That landed on an angle. And it now actually landed as a 1, so I get to re-roll
Oh,
that.
yeah, you did. That's
Okay.
right.
And now that rolled another 21, so
That'll hit. Okay. Roll damage.
oh thank God. That was a 4, so 6.
Mhm.
Cool.
And then.
Oh
you
wait,
spend-
and I haven't been adding blessed, because blessed.
the bless is on the attack roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't roll it,
Yes.
or I didn't add it for
But that was a nat one.
either of those.
Well, yeah, but it hit anyway.
Okay.
Would you like to spend any key points? Use a bonus
I just
action?
meant that was my second one, though. What I just rolled was my second attack, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because my first one.
You hit.
Oh, you're right, and I got the damage. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
my brain
You're
is
good,
not
you're good.
working. Okay. So added that damage.
Mhm.
I don't want to take another action.
Nope. Good.
I don't think so. I don't think I have a bonus action I can take without.
Yeah, you'd have to spend key points.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right, Montblanc
Well, apparently I power this thing up when I hit it with my flail. So I'm gonna put the flail
with
away,
lightning. Okay.
because I'm fucked. And I'm just gonna unarmed strike, punch.
Okay. I mean, you can turn off the Crimson Red,
Nope,
right?
it doesn't. You cannot turn it off early.
You can't
Unless
turn
you
it off.
activate it on
Wow.
a different weapon. It lasts until a short or long rest.
Do you have like a dagger or something you could activate it on?
I got my fists,
Okay.
so I'm just gonna punch this thing.
Okay. Roll the attack.
19 to hit,
That hits.
6 bludgeoning damage,
Reduced to 3.
and then my tentacle is gonna go for the second.
Oh yeah, the tentacle. Yeah.
Man, this sucks. Nah.
Okay. All right, that was my block.
Not
Princess.
even with bless.
Oh yeah, roll that.
I rolled a
Bless?
12
Okay.
total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Princess.
Yep. Rolling it. That's yeah, that definitely. That's it's like way over 20. That's like it's like 23 plus. I'm not adding the rest of it, but that's 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah. Damage. Okay, that is that's 10 damage for that.
Okay.
And then doing my bonus action.
All right. Looking way less good now.
That's yeah, that definitely hits. That's a 19 plus so that's a 20. I can't do math right now.
It starts with a 20. It hits.
Yeah, it hits.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So and with the damage for the bonus action, I don't add the bonus onto the damage.
All you add is your rage modifier. Yeah.
Okay.
Just the plus
Okay.
2.
Okay, so that is an 8 damage.
8. Okay. All right. It is at okay. So after that, Monty just like punched the middle head in the face, and like it dents in the nose a little bit. The princess comes up and just it just cleaves through, just cutting through the like interlocking plates, and like now they're like grinding together weird, and like it like it's twitching when it tries to move because like the plates are getting caught on each other.
Yeah.
It's looking absolutely terrible as we move into Tedros' turn.
I don't know what you're doing, but
I just gotta check a thing.
okay.
Shit. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Sam, I have a quick question for you.
Yes.
I will ask you on Discord.
All right.
Very, very quick question. As soon as I find your name on Discord. There we go.
Secrets.
Secret. Copyrighted song.
Right then, you keep your secrets.
Oh, yeah, actually. Yeah. Now let me ask that question.
Okay.
Ignore my grammar. I'm typing quickly. Because technically his alignment is good.
Oh, but yeah. Oh no, but you still definitely can.
Got it. Okay.
Because related to your whole Oh yeah.
So Tedros's amulet starts to glow with this pinkish energy, and he kind of presses his hand, and it kind of starts to float a bit, and he kind of puts his hands together over it in a praying manner, and then this field of this perfect circle expands around him on the floor, and you don't hear anything, but you just start to see feathers, and then you just start to see owls crossing the space, and they're not going outside of the circle, but they're crossing at different intervals inside of it. And he casts Spirit Guardians.
Sweet.
Okay. All right. So that doesn't do anything on your turn.
Not
But-
on his turn.
Yes. Is there anything you'd like to do with your bonus action?
I would like to use my spirit weapon to deal damage, but since I can't do that,
Yep.
I will just I will be here.
Okay. Then it starts its turn in the radius because you're right there, so it needs to make what kind of saving throw?
It is a wisdom
Wisdom
saving
save.
throw.
Okay.
Yes.
Spirit Guardians is so good.
6.
Roll
Roll that damage.
Cool. 8 damage. I lowballed it so badly on that.
That is the exact number that you needed. It had 8 hit points left. So it goes to lunge forward at all three of you right as the spirit, the vortex of spirit guardian owls appear, and as it lunges forward, it's like it just dives into a spiritual meat grinder and just just its head, it's from the nose back, just as soon as it gets into the radius, just starts getting shredded to pieces, and just the three of you who are in the front just watch as the next just keep coming towards you as just they just get ripped to pieces before the motion finally ends and it just slumps over sideways, having just all of the metallic pieces and mechanisms from the head and necks just be dashed over to one side. And it is dead and the combat is over.
Tedros will let go of his amulet and it'll just drop back to his chest.
Okay.
The whole time Yul was firing off sunbolts, probably part of the reason she sucked at it was because she's holding the cards, and now she's like, did that work? I told the future.
And the door's open.
So I guess we go in now? Because it was a good idea.
Can anyone fix me up? Maybe.
Yeah, first hold on. Let's pause.
Maybe we
Let's
should
go in there.
take an hour, take a breather.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And then just.
Just fall over.
Yeah.
All right, take a short rest,
I've
everybody.
had 40 hit points since we
Short
came down here,
rest.
so.
All right, take a short rest. You can roll and spend any
And now
hit
I'm at
dice you like.
12.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do all my Blood Hunter dice.
Nice. Okay.
Leave my Warlock die for. Okay, so 4d10 plus 16. That's 40 hit points.
Nice. Also, I forgot to mention, as soon as the doors open, Montblanc, the tentacles on your arm begin to just like move and writhe and wiggle, and it's you can like literally feel your arm being tugged in that like towards the direction of the door, almost as though the tentacles themselves are like trying to guide you by the hand through the doorway. But like that persists for like the full hour while you're resting.
Cool. You get Warlock spells back on a short rest, right?
Yep.
Dumb question.
Didn't reset any of my stuff. That
Yeah.
sucks.
With recover, under key it says like there's check boxes. Do I check either of the two? Because automatically apply healing with the dice result is checked, but do I check reset maximum HP changes during this rest?
Yes, you didn't have any maximum HP changes, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't. Oh, weird.
But I'm so sorry. Do I roll? Because it's saying monk hit die 1d8 plus total equals 5. I'm confused.
Did you click automatically apply healing with dice result?
Yes.
Okay.
So all I do is press take short rest.
I think so. Yeah, I think that'll just do it for you.
It does it automatically.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that should just heal you. Yep.
Okay. Thank
So,
you.
yeah, you have to like check off the little boxes to say how many of them you want to spend, but then once you do that, it'll automatically apply them.
Yeah.
How much I want to spend?
How many? Yeah, you have 5 hit dice, so when you take a short rest, you can spend any number of those you want. Either 0 to 5 of them.
Oh.
And then, but then you get half of them back when you take a long rest.
Okay, because I didn't check any of them.
Okay.
Should I be? I just don't understand.
Depends how much you want to heal yourself.
Very much.
Yeah,
I
it's just,
would like to heal myself as much as possible, I suppose.
Okay, so yeah, then you can just check off as many. Each time you check one off, it'll roll a d8 plus your Constitution modifier and heal you by that much.
Okay. I guess I don't have that much to be healed, so.
Yeah, like 1 or 2 then.
I did.
2. Okay.
I'm still at 52 with 75.
There we go.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
That's more than where you were before, right?
Yeah, I was at 12.
I didn't gain any hit points back when I did that. I'm very confused.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
That's
just
like it's being stupid, so I'm just rolling.
go ahead. Go ahead and roll. How many did you spend?
I spent 2.
Okay, go ahead and just roll 2d8 and add.
Your con modifier for each one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Worked for me.
I don't know.
Yeah, I saw it come up for you. It didn't come up for me. I don't know why. So I just rolled with my own dice.
Yeah.
And I'm back up, but
Okay. Yule's con modifier is 0, so just roll 2d8 and you heal by that much.
Okay. Oh God, I tried to do it on D&D Beyond, and it is the slowest process I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't have the energy.
I got 1 8, and
Wait, one of them came up as an 8.
yes.
Okay, you're at full health, then you're only down. To 8 hit
Okay,
points.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
Kill me,
You're only-
Jesus Christ.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody successfully short rest?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then Montblanc's arm is tugging him in the direction of the tunnel.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. Once you finish the short rest, does everybody follow?
Uh-huh.
Okay. As you walk, so you walk in, it's a natural-looking cavern of unworked stone. Immediately, it's apparent there's something weird about the place, though, because there's like just constant water dripping all over, like running down the walls all over the place. But what you notice is the water is running down the left wall, but it's running up the right wall. Like the water is flowing like around the edge of the tunnel in a spiral.
Neat.
And as you walk down the tunnel, you find yourselves kind of stumbling a little bit because it's almost it feels like the tunnel leans to the right somehow. So you constantly find yourselves kind of like having to readjust. And if you turn around and look back at the doorway as you're walking, you'll notice that the doorway seems to, and the hallway behind it at one point seems to be sideways. And if you keep walking, it seems to be upside down, as though as you've been walking, your path has naturally taken you along, like up the wall onto the ceiling. You don't know if you keep spiraling around like the water or if your path stops at any one way. It's hard to tell once it keeps going. Beyond, and then at the end of the tunnel, it opens up into a huge, perfectly dark cavern. You're surrounded with stalactites and stalagmites, but there is a path cleared through down what you assume is the middle, just straight ahead of you that you can keep walking through.
All right.
As you do, the light source that you have casts shadows off of all the stalactites and stalagmites that just gives the impression of like moving tentacles in the darkness around you. But you hear nothing. You don't hear anything other than just like the dripping of water.
I give it smell.
Smells. The water actually smells. You smell like salt water.
Okay.
Brine.
Nice.
As you keep going, you'll eventually pass it. You'll eventually, the walkway. Basically, as you keep walking, at one point, the walkway keeps going, but the stalactites vanish. And as you look over to the side, you'll notice that there's just no more ground on either side of the path you're walking on.
Just
it's
like
you're walking
like a void.
Yeah, it's like you've just suddenly, like, at one point the path, it's like it's a path, but at one point the path just becomes a bridge, just through the just darkness. And as you shine the light around you, there is just nothing in any direction.
I have on my person, I have a small stone with a hole in the center.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna take that and tuck it over the side.
You hear nothing, and then you're all startled when you just hear something landing on the bridge behind you.
Wait, so I throw it into the void and then it lands on the bridge behind us?
Do you turn around and go see what that noise was?
Yeah.
You walk over, turn around, you lean down, pick up the stone that you dropped into the void.
Alright, don't fall off the bridge. I'm gonna put it back in my pocket.
Okay.
Wasn't planning on it.
Also, as you're walking, some of you may, like, as you're like shining the light up and you can see like the beam just vanishes into darkness, it might occur to you that the amount of space above you that you're seeing, like that the light is illuminating, that there's just nothing there, seems like there should be ground there, because you're pretty sure that you're not that far underneath the city. So it's weird. It's like there's more space above you than there should be.
Interesting.
Far realm.
And then eventually, like, you can the light illuminates another just like wall of stone in front of you that just extends off in every direction you can see, with just like a tunnel leading in through the bridge you walk through.
What's my tattoo doing right now? Is it
still pulling you forward?
The tentacles are still like,
yeah, just like,
oh man,
moving excitedly. Past that, you get to a tunnel that seems to be made of like porous stone. The ceiling is just continuously dripping with water, and this one's dripping straight down. So you're just like getting water kind of just like rain down on you as you're walking through this one. And as you walk into it, there's just the constant sound of crashing waves just past the tunnel, which is weird because you just walked it. Like when you walked into the tunnel, you could see like at least several dozen feet of stone that looks like you're walking into. But as soon as you walk into this tunnel, it sounds like the ocean is crashing like a couple inches through, like away through the stone. Like it sounds like this tunnel is narrow and there's just waves crashing into it, and it's so loud that it sounds like this tunnel is liable to collapse at any second, but it doesn't. And eventually this natural cavern gives way to a curving set of flat worked stairs.
Y'all good so far?
I'm here.
Alright. Just thought I'd check in.
Continue
I'll let you
forward.
know.
Yep.
Well, look at these steps, I suppose.
Yeah, they kind of curve downward, down and to the left, in a spiral, gradual spiral down and downward.
Yule is just being careful to follow after people and not follow her urge to touch things.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just follow the tattoo.
All right. It leads you down the stairs, and eventually, the stairs give way out into a room, and this room is lit. So you don't actually need to produce your own light. It helps, though.
Great.
The room is lit by eerie green flames dancing over sconces in the walls. And the room itself and all the sconces and everything in it, pillars, pretty much everything in the room, all seem to be made of this rough, glittering white crystal. As though you know how like when crystals grow on things, they kind of grow in that like natural jagged pattern. It's as though like everything in this room is grown out of whatever this type of crystal is. Large open chamber, pillars spread throughout it, and like on all the walls and everything, the roughness to it gives like the hint of detailing, almost like as though like intelligent architectural design. But then anytime you focus your eyes on any one spot, it just looks like random rough crystal. It's like when you're not focused on it too hard, it looks like grandiose architecture. But as soon as you look at it too closely, it's just rough, unworked crystal. In the middle of the room, though, is a pool of cloudy water with a just irregular platform in the middle with like a set of stepping stones that leads to it. And then in the middle of that platform, you can see a curving circular gateway formed of stone, shaped into the shape of tentacles, kind of twisted and wrapped around. And the surface inside of it, there seems to be a surface almost like glass.
I'll approach.
Okay. Yeah, you're
not walking, not into the water, but I'll like walk across the stepping stones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look in the water as I like. Just.
It's cloudy like and when you only there's like a pond or river and like you kick up the mud in the bottom, so it like has that kind of swirling cloudiness to it. It has that like the water has it's like it always looks like the water has recently been disturbed.
Okay. Does the tentacles in the gateway, do they resemble the tentacles when I summon them? The fleshy ones covered in eyeballs?
Yes, they do. But all the eyes appear. Only you would know to look for it because all of the eyes on the stone ones are closed. But you can recognize where like the eyelids are, and it does resemble your tentacle summon.
Touch the eyelids and like, hey, Tedros, everybody. These are the tentacles that I summon.
And the glass inside of the glass, or whatever the surface is inside of the gateway, appears cloud. It is like behind it is like that same cloudiness like the water, but there is like you don't know what it's moving, but there's nothing like behind there. It's like giving the image of just shifting cloudy water.
I need to know.
I mean, we came all this way.
I'm gonna put my hand up on the gateway, like on the glass, like surface.
Okay.
Just touch
as soon as you do, the cloudiness parts and clears outward, spreading out from that point. And as you do, you can see your reflection in what appears to be a mirror. Except the reflection looks kind of odd because it has two eyes and it's wearing different clothes and it's a bit taller. And the teeth or tusks are a bit more pronounced.
Oh shit.
And it doesn't quite move in the same way you do. And with the eyes are quickly brimming with tears as your father says, "Hi, Sully. You made it." And that's where we end the session for the week.
Fuck.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I mean, like his dad.
Mhm.
So technically, earlier in this session, Yule was right.
I said
Well, we'll
I
see.
said 2 sessions ago. He's my
We'll
dad,
find
right?
out.
Oh,
We'll find
man.
out.
You'll find out because he seems to be able to talk, and in this place, you'll probably get some answers.
Oh man, what's
So-
the gateway?
Good question.
I'm going through.
So, that is
Next week.
that's where we're gonna end the session for the week. You'll be able to talk, find out, do stuff again when we come back next week.
Just a
Get some
reminder,
answers.
we said my dad looks like Orlando Bloom from Pirates of the Caribbean, but an orc.
Yes, but an orc. That's right. Yes, he just
Amazing.
looks like Orlando. But I'm assuming like also still like
Orlando
taller, 'cause he's
Bloom,
also-
right?
Yeah,
he's like
he's
full-
full, because he's,
full orc, yeah.
he's full orc.
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
Orlando
Yes.
Bloom and
Elf Kira Knightley.
Elf Kira Knightley.
Yep.
And
All
Kira
right.
Nelfley.
Yes.